be 16 years old. You have to accept the 10 husbands assigned by the state. They not only have to earn money to support the family, still responsible for being drop-dead gorgeous. Winning the wife's affection. Yet Ning Huan, who had just crossed over, was utterly distressed at this moment. What distressed her wasn't that she had only been assigned 3 potential partners, but that all 3 of them had been driven away by the original owner's terrible temper, leaving her stranded on a deserted island with no one to care for her. Luckily, the island had a variety of food, and she even picked up a little venomous snake as a helper. But 3 months later, she realized she'd been royally screwed. Who could tell her how, in those 3 months, she hadn't even seen a single trace of a man, yet somehow ended up pregnant? Looking down at her now noticeably rounded belly, she was completely stunned. At this moment, Little Snake suddenly cried out anxiously. The next second, a man's voice came from the woods. Holy shit, Eagle bro. There's actually a woman here. And she's pregnant too. The boys are gonna strike it rich now. Not far away, a man was running toward her with a malicious look on his face. Ning Huan immediately realized she had run into human traffickers. Without another word, she turned and ran into the woods. At the same time, somewhere on the Beastman's planet, on the communicators of 3 men, the highest danger alert appeared simultaneously. Warning, your matched partner is pregnant. Currently in extreme danger. Proceed to rescue immediately. Damn it, which shameless bastard broke the agreed rules? Definitely not me. But in this situation, no matter what, we all have to go save her. Let's go. The 3 of them hurriedly rushed to the other side of the island. The 3 men chased for over half an hour, finally lost their patience. One of them waved his hand grandly. Around Ning Huan, a massive iron cage suddenly appeared, rapidly closing in on her. She was instantly dumbfounded. Right, the strong in this world are divided into 2 types, supernaturals and mages. Both belong to the combat class. Compared to the more commonly awakened supernaturals, mages are as rare as phoenix feathers. 1 in a million. Why is she so unlucky? Her peaceful days hadn't lasted long before running into human traffickers, and a human trafficker who can use magic, no less. If only she could awaken some magic too. Whoosh, teleport away to save her life. That'd be great. Thinking this to herself, suddenly, a flash of light streaked before her eyes. Her body appeared 100 meters away. Ning Huan nearly cried. She actually knew teleportation magic. After a few seconds of thought, she decisively rushed back to her cave home. Teleporting into the cave, she immediately retrieved the bow and arrows she had woven not long ago. Standing by the doorway, she calmly observed the situation outside. By now, the 3 men had caught up, approaching the cave from 3 different directions. Ning Huan nocked an arrow and fired, her gaze sharp and deadly. One arrow struck a man in the abdomen. The excruciating pain instantly enraged him. Ying-ji, hurry up and grab that bitch, or I might lose control and kill her. Lovely lady, pity our friendly chat has come to an end. The man called Ying-ji gathered a metal cage over a meter in diameter in his palm, intending to trap Ning Huan once more. With a thought from Ning Huan, she vanished again. When she reappeared, she saw Ying-ji chasing after her at terrifying speed. She had no choice but to teleport away again. But this time, she ended up over the sea, about to plunge into the water. The little snake on her wrist instantly grew larger, coiling around her and flying her to the beach. The moment they landed, Ying-ji relentlessly pursued. As the metal cage came crashing down, the snake used its tail to shove Ning Huan aside, and charged forward to block the cage itself. Hit back. He beat that Ying-juntal, he coughed up blood. At that moment, a figure rushed over to support Ning Huan. Ning Huan thought it was the enemy. With a fierce elbow jab, then came an enraged roar. The voice sounded somewhat familiar. She turned to glance back. Holy shit, isn't this one of the original host's matched partners? Yatu Mac. Yatu's flamboyant red hair glared at her furiously. Ning Huan felt slightly awkward. Cleared her throat. Sorry about that. I thought you were a thug trying to grab me. Are you okay? Yatu had been ready to curse, but upon hearing Ning Huan's unexpected apology, he froze for a moment, silently studying the girl before him. Months had passed since they last met. Ning Huan wore a simple white dress, her hair tied up with a roughly carved wooden hairpin. She exudes an aura of being detached from the mundane world. Is this still the Ning Huan he knew? Ning Huan drew her bow and shot an arrow at the man pinned to the ground. After being hit, the man tilted his head and collapsed. She stepped forward to take a look and realized the guy had actually been poisoned. The little snake nearby proudly raised its tail, seeking praise. Ning Huan promptly gave it a thumbs up. Only then did she have time to glance at the stunned Yatu. That guy wanted to kidnap and sell me, saying pregnant women are valuable or something. Before she could finish speaking, Yatu, furious, rushed over and unleashed a flurry of punches, beating the poisoned Ying into a swollen, pig-headed mess. But when his gaze fell on Ning Huan's belly, his expression darkened again. You sure are lucky to be alive. It's been 3 months since we last talked. Still alive, after all. I wanted to contact someone, but after falling into the sea, I swam to this island, only to find my communicator gone. Yada seemed about to say something, when another figure landed on the beach. The 2 men were the other 2 love interests of the original owner, Gong Zun and Zhang Tang. All 3 men looked down at her, their gazes eventually settling on her belly. Ning Huan felt this was probably the most awkward highlight of both her lifetimes. What a mess, Yatu snorted coldly. The kid in your belly. Who's the father? Ning Huan gave an awkward laugh. You might not believe this, but even I don't know who it is. Ning Huan. Yata instantly roared like a furious Charmander. Don't shout, based in my analysis. The most likely scenario is that I might have fallen into the sea during that time. What happened was an accident. After falling into the sea, I lost consciousness. When I opened my eyes again, I was almost drowning at the bottom of the ocean. Gong Zun, who barely managed to swim to this island, gave Ning Huan a deep look. It was obvious that the woman had changed. In the end, the 3 of them decided to take Ning Huan home first. As for those 3 traffickers, they were captured to be interrogated slowly. Ning Huan stared at the villa in front of her, secretly astonished. From what she remembered, this was a house left behind by the original owner's mother. Originally, it only had 1 floor, but later, each of the 3 men added another level. As soon as they returned home, Gong Zun immediately arranged for a medical robot to examine her. Congratulations, master. My health is better than before, and I'm even pregnant with twins. The 3 members of the Gong group exchanged glances. Ning Huan was too embarrassed to say another word. She was mentally calculating how to safely break off the matched relationship with these 3 men. Gong Zun stared at her belly several times. His tone was still relatively mild. Go rest. Zhang Tang will handle the bandit situation. Ming Huan obediently returned to her room and logged into the StarNet using the original owner's neural device. She looked up methods for peacefully terminating a matched partner contract. The answers generally fell into 2 categories. First, if the woman initiates it, she must compensate the man depending on circumstances. Second, if the man initiates it, the woman doesn't need to compensate anything. Huan immediately wanted to check the original owner's account, but realized her communicator hadn't been replaced yet. So she asked the robot butler to help apply for a new one. When submitting the application, the butler specifically added unmarried woman carrying twins. The clerk promptly approved the request, and that very evening, sent someone to deliver the new communicator to Ning Huan. Meanwhile, in the living room, The three matched partners sat together, discussing the future of Ning Huan's unborn children. Surprisingly, all three expressed willingness to raise the two children. As for the biological father, that could wait until after birth. After genetic comparison, the truth will naturally come to light. Tang Zhen frowned at Yatu. If you don't like Ning Huan, you can use this chance to propose dissolving the match. In that case, no one would think you're in the wrong. So, neither of you wants to dissolve it? Gong Zhen smiled meaningfully. I'm quite interested in twins, so I'm in no hurry to dissolve it for now. Tang Zhen, thinking of his family's troubles, agreed. I trust the mainframe's matching ability. Anyway, I've never been matched with the contractor. And if it's just for heirs, it doesn't matter who the other person is. You're being irresponsible toward your own love lives. In the end, only the red-haired young man stormed off angrily. Ning Huan slept until nightfall, woke up hungry, saw the little snake curled up by her bedside. Somehow, her heart felt a bit more at ease. She went to the kitchen and cooked a pot of fragrant wild vegetable and lean meat porridge, ready to treat both the little snake and herself. They came following the aroma. Gong Zhen and Zane Tang saw at the dining table Ning Huan and the snake eating happily together. Ning Huan proactively served each of them a bowl. After the three humans and the snake ate their fill, the communicator was delivered. Ning Huan immediately linked the communicator and checked the original owner's account. A few seconds later, she almost fainted on the spot. What the hell is 1,314 star coins? A single high-grade nutrient solution costs 300 star coins, enough for one day's basic needs. In other words, the original owner only had about 4 days' worth of food money left. After digging deeper into the original owner's memories, Ning Huan's face turned green. The original owner received a monthly allowance of 50,000 star coins, but every time it came in, she spent it all on other men, including the pocket money from her 3 contracted partners, gifts and such. She gave them all to other men. The sheer audacity was suffocating. Now, great. Forget about compensating them for breaking off the relationships. Even her own living expenses were a problem. Ning Huan looked up at the sky speechlessly. The only solution now was to go out and work to earn money herself. She decisively searched for the most profitable professions on the Beastman planet, discovering that chefs and pharmacists who soothe psychic energy are the 2 fastest ways to make money. In Ning Huan's view, soothing psychic energy is roughly similar in effect to the calming talismans used by those who practice cultivation. Does this mean she has to restart her cultivation career? Ning Huan sighed. Her master once said she had a peculiar clash with the path of Taoist arts. If she let it go, her life could be peaceful and stable. But if she insisted on dabbling in Taoist arts, her days would be far from calm, though possibly more colorful. Now, 2 paths lay before her. Utilize her culinary skills or her Taoist arts. But culinary skills required certification first. The registration fee alone was 100,000 new dollars. After careful consideration, Ning Huan decided to return to her old profession. She quickly purchased talisman drawing tools on the Starnet, then logged into the Starnet and registered an online store. Fate Deep or Shallow products now listed. Heart Talisman soothes mid-level psychic agitation in espers. Calming effect lasts at least 2 days. 5,000 star coins per focused talisman. Temporarily calms a frenzied esper. Calming effect lasts at least 1 day. Excludes those who have lost control. 10,000 star coins per protection talisman. Shields the owner from moderate danger. 30,000 new dollars per use. The prices were set in reference to Starnet's psychic soothing potions. On the first day of business, limited to 30 talismans. Everything is 50% off. After hanging it up, Ning Huan didn't check again. Little did she know, shortly after she posted it, she was mocked by several netizens. They even labeled Ning Huan as a fraudster trying to scam money. Who'd ever heard of talismans being able to soothe mental energy? This con artist sure has some nerve. Among them, the streamer Hawk was the one who refused to believe the nonsense. He decisively placed an order, getting 3 of each type of talisman. He then gathered 3 superhumans suffering from volatile mental energy. An hour later, at home, the talismans were delivered. Hawk took out a cleansing talisman and slapped it onto his buddy's forehead with skepticism. Visibly, it seemed like he saw a flash of light enter his buddy's forehead. The hot-tempered brother let out a comfortable sigh. His brows and eyes relaxed. 2 minutes later, he opened his eyes excitedly. Bro, do you have more of this stuff? Let me buy some. Another person, seeing this, grabbed a calming talisman and slapped it onto his forehead. The exact same reaction. It feels like being soothed by a contractor for the first time. Let me try. The most composed one among them picked up the last calming talisman. Hawk frowned at his bloodshot eyes. Alright, I'll use a stabilizing talisman on you. This one works even better. Perfect. No one's tried it yet. Once the stabilizing talisman was applied, the man named Xing Dui's gaze gradually cleared. About 10 minutes later, he opened his eyes. By now, the live chat was going wild. Holy shit, the blood streaks are all gone. Is the effect really this good? If the person streaming today isn't Hawk, I suspect the shop owner hired a shill. Same as above, bro's too damn good. But you sneaky bastards. I was just 1 minute late. You guys have already snatched all the shop owner's goods. Hawk quickly looked towards the original meta, heading to the shop. Sure enough, it's completely empty. He immediately contacted the shop owner. The message was sent out along to Migo, but no one paid any attention to it. Take a closer look at the shop introduction later. It turned out there was a linear small text explaining it. The shop restocks randomly once a day, depending on luck. Time uncertain. Quantity varies. For bulk orders, please it to discuss the purpose. Non-profit users make insider placing custom orders. Willful, badass Hawk ended the live stream. Listen to the team's orders. Immediately order 100 portions off each of the 3 services. Silent for over 10 minutes. Ning Huan, there are too many replies. Who's using the electricity at home? Don't get the wrong idea. Absolutely not profiting from reselling. We are all soldiers. Our captain is Xing Feng. Xing Feng, holy shit. This damn fate of yours. While sorting through the original host's memories, I noticed the original owner's suffocating moves were all about bootlicking. Xing Feng's cousin Xing Jun, a singer, a very handsome young puppy. I really don't want Toto business with them. But being a soldier is a respectable profession. Xing Feng is also a very famous superhuman. It is said to have class combat power, always leading troops, dealing with highly invasive species that pose significant risks. Alright, since you're protecting safety of the galaxy, I promised, but I haven't been feeling well lately. Buying a ticket might take a few days to prepare. Hawk's eyes lit up. Right away, he said no problem. He even took the initiative to suggest that the shop owner enable the pre-order feature for products. No need. I'm afraid I won't be able to handle too many orders. I'm ready to inform you. Hawk still wanted to say something. Their profile picture has gone gray. Xing Feng stared at the shop owner's profile picture for a while. An ordinary picture of the sea. You can't even tell if there's a preference for men or women. Over here, Ning Huan finally breathed a sigh of relief after seeing the income. At least I'm no longer at the poverty level now. She is planning to buy some ingredients on Starnet. Make a delicious meal. But I found the little snake lying limp on the sofa, looking completely listless. And she's pregnant with twins. None of them were her 3 husbands. In the end, all 3 husbands didn't mind at all. He is still very willing to continue raising the girl and the child. Just because this is a beastman world with more males than females. Because females are scarce. so whenever they turn 16, can be assigned to at least 3 or more male partners. Ning Huan just bought some mother and baby products on Starnet. Turning around, I saw the little snake lay listlessly on the sofa. It turns out it was just an hour ago. The smell of roast chicken made her feel nauseous and want to vomit. But it didn't take more than a few seconds. That disgusting feeling just inexplicably vanished. Yet they didn't know that little snake back then. I threw up like crazy in the bathroom. After that, Snake lightly tapped the flush button. Then he went back to the sofa and continued lying face down. Ning Huan just thought little Snake was hungry. Went to the kitchen and cooked a few nice dishes. Gently and attentively take care of its food and drink. Sure enough, after eating and drinking to his heart's content, the little snake finally regained some energy. Just like that, 5 days passed. She finally finished hedrowing all 300 talismans. Just opened an online store. I just got a message from Jiu's family. After she put the talisman up for sale, among them, 300 designated for buyer Hawk. Just set it up. Hawk went ahead and placed the order right away. Then it was back in stock again. Take it as it comes when grabbing deals. All kinds of 10 talismans. Everything is sold at the original price. The price is the same as similar calming potions. The result came in less than a minute. The talismans on the shelves were all snatched up in no time. The girl looked at the light brain, full of confusion. When did the talismans I drew myself become so sought after? She doesn't know. Because of Hawk's livestream. You're already a big shot on Starnet. Now, as long as she lists the talismans for sale, they're basically gone in seconds. At this moment, Ning Huan could only think of the rules of the Zwanking sect. Posted an announcement in the online store. Under Hawk's big deal, he made a profit of 7.2 million SGD, adhering to the principle of healing the sick and saving lives. I will donate 4 million Singapore dollars to charity. The comments below are going crazy again. Holy shit, what kind of shady move is this, shop owner? Could it be an advertisement? Upstairs, you donated 4 million just to make an ad? I'll also buy some out of friendship. Exactly, the shop owner D'Aresto say it outright like this. Then there's definitely no way to fake it. Otherwise, wouldn't it be embarrassing if the truth came out? She didn't read those comments directly on Starnet. I picked 12 known charities. The difference is the Supernatural Ability Users Disability Foundation, Pharmaceutical Exercise Foundation. The former donated 2.5 million. The latter donated 1.5 million. Donation completed. Just take the 2 donation slips, screenshot it and post it on the online store's bulletin board. Holy shit, just donated like that. The shop owner is so generous. The money was gone before it even had a chance to warm up in my hands. Oh, just trying to show off. It's just a sneaky way of advertising. Upstairs, if you've got skills, then show them. Come and show off for attention. Isn't it obvious that they're openly doing good deeds? Still hiding and afraid to speak up, huh? Who knows how she came up with that outfit? Go ahead and live stream the production process then. Verified. This is a small shop based on the owner's family secret recipe. Ning Huan smiled faintly. I gave an instruction to the online store's smart assistant. Anyone who calls me a scammer in the comment section. Want me to share the recipe? All listed as blacklisted individuals. Don't buy anything from my online store. Valid for a lifetime. After setting it up, Ning Huan decisively logged off. At the same time, the robot butler is here to report. A woman named Duanqingyi came to the door. Ning Huan narrowed her eyes. This good friend surnamed Duan is really quite interesting. It was her who instigated the original owner to say it. Giving the gift meant for the contracted partner to another man. It can further provoke their jealousy. Duanqingyi saw Ning Huan. The gaze first landed on her face. Then she stared at their belly in shock. Ning Huan, you're actually pregnant. Oh, right. I never thought I'd become a mom at such a young age. What a strange and novel feeling. Dwan Kinji's face twisted for a moment. Is that kid Yadu's? He's the most lively, most likely to pester you. No, could it be Gongzun? Ning Huan pursed her lips. Ash looked at her expression. A shy and embarrassed woman look. Actually, I'm not even sure which one of them it belongs to. After all, that time, sigh. I'm so embarrassed myself. Dwan Kinji's facias completely stiff. Ning Huan, you. It's not Xing Jun. Will you save your first time for him? Isn't that an accident? Are people so mess prone to acting on impulse? Dwan Kinji was seething with hatred in his heart. Yet I had to force a smile on my face. Didn't expect that. You're still so free and open-minded. Didn't we agree to be ladies together? You're not being considerate at all. Ning Huan looked with jealousy in her eyes. My heart is jumping given more cheerfully. Damn it. Isn't it unexpected? And test results show I'm having twins. Maybe one for each. When the time comes, they'll each help me carry a baby. Just thinking about Thacine seems pretty nice too. It seems this woman has taken a liking to the original protagonist's love interest, Zane Tang. After all, he is a soldier. Handsome with a great body. At such a young age, he's already a major general. No wonder people would keep an eye on it. The 3 months I spent at Sia were actually quite miserable. If it weren't for Yutling me back then. Going out to see the scenery will make you feel better. I probably wouldn't go to the sea then. Dwan Kinji's heart tightened, gazing at her with a resentful expression on his face. Are you blaming me for giving you advice out of kindness back then? How could that be? Just feeling a bit emotional. When going out to sea to enjoy the scenery, someone pushed me. This is what led to the downfall. Luckily I survived. Close call. And then good for Tunful from the sky. Dwan Kinji was fuming inside. Why is this bitch so damn hard to kill? Take a deep breath. Walked over to Ning Huan's side. Ning Huan, you're pregnant now. What about Na Hongjun then? In the past, I had to begin plead just to give a gift. He reluctantly accepted it. Now, they definitely won't take it. He's pushing himself so hard. Then let him return the gifts I gave him. I'm a kind-hearted person. Can't bear to force someone to do something against their will. Dwan Kinji's face turned as green as grass. This isn't good. What's given away's how'll be taken back. Although not good. But to make Hengjin feel a bit more comfortable, I think it's better for me to call me back when I feel a bit wrong. He won't have to look at Midgift and feel unhappy anymore. Ning Huan wore an expression that said, look how kind I am. Go ahead and say it, anyway, you're close with him. Then I'll leave the matter of returning the gift to you. The gift was returned as is. Either give me the item or refund me in cash, either way is fine. Ning Huan, this is really not good. No big deal, reputation is already bad anyway. To make others feel a bit more comfortable. I don't mind suffering a little bit. He probably doesn't like me. Still don't want to pay me back for raising the kid, huh? How is that possible? He's not that kind of person. Oh, then I can rest easy. Better an impromptu coice than a planned one. Go ahead and contact him now. Dwan Kinji's face kept changing colors. In the end, he gritted his teeth. I'll give you that many on his behalf first. Ning Huan, you're really like this. From now on, I don't even dare mention your name in front of him anymore. Then let's not mention it. This time he fell into the sea. I've come to realize that it's better to cherish the people in front of me. Dwan Kinji was almost too stunned to react. Obviously, Ning Huan, this idiot. Before, I was just fooling myself, hopelessly pining for Hongjun. I won't marry anyone but you. How come you've done a complete 180 now? My heart is uneasy. Dwan Kinji heard Ning Huan's words drift into his ears again. Hangjun, or whatever. Compare them. His combat ability is not as strong as Zane Tang's. IQ isn't as high as Gong Zun's, nor does she have Yatu's liveliness and charm. Oh, you don't know until you compare. Comparing them really puts things into perspective. The only thing he's good at is singing. Ning Huan, what you say is so pleasing to the ear. I like how Gong Zun adjusted his glasses, coming down from the second floor, smilingly staring at Duan Qinji. Miss Duan, the gifts Mining Huan sent out before. Can I get it back? Duan Qinji fell Tuniasi under the gaze. Of course, I can. Hang Jun is not the kind offerson who lusts after money. Then hurry up and get it back. Ning Huan will be staying at home for her pregnancy from now on. Unable to go out. You should also take her out to gatherings less often. For the sake of the child in her womb. You get it, right? Of course, I can. Under Gong Zun's gaze, Duan Qinji felt very uncomfortable. I'll cover the money first then. Ning Huan, do you know the amount? Ning Huan opened the communicator and took a look. A pile of data. The statistics are ready. Here's the bill. It's up to 1.247 million in total. Then calculate the value of the gifts Yatu and the others gave. Selling it secondhand, 20% off. 3 million, damn. Being a fan is so expensive. What the hell is Ning Huan? Did you miscalculate? There isn't a clear and detailed record. The gifts Yatu and the others gave were mostly on the pricier side. Tens of thousands, or even over 100,000. Look at the records. Looking at the densely packed data, Duan Qinji's face genuinely turned green with anger. Ning Huan took it into account that Miss Duan had helped out. Just let him front 3.99 million. He'll get the rest back from Xing Jun. Just consider it this hard-earned fee. Oh, all right then. Ning Huan felt a little guilty. I don't dare to look into Gong Zun's eyes. After all, he lied before. The child isn't theirs at all. But just to piss off Duan Qinji. He just wants to piss off this little scheming bitch. Luckily, Gong Zun still saved face. Didn't expose him. Duan Qinji gritted his teeth and transferred the money to Ning Huan despite the pain in his flesh. Miss Duan, I think this kind of thing should get out, right? Outsiders only know you and Xing Jun. Xing Jun as a man. Of course, I'd be too embarrassed to say it out loud. If it's been leaked, Miss Duan wouldn't. How could I possibly talk bad about Ning Huan? I really considered her a good sister. Gong Zun smiled. Then I'll believe it. You guys chat. I'm going back to my room to work on the potions. Gong Zun's handsome figurette speared up the stairs. Ning Huan secretly gave a thumbs up. Awesome. Qinji, thank you for helping me get back the baby's milk money. Although Sing Menga's child care benefits. But it's my own child. I always want to take better care of it, you know. You get it, right? He sure can. Then you better take care of your pregnancy. If you can let go of Sing Jun, then let go. You'll understand when you become a mother. You can let go of all those other men out there. As if that Xing Jun was just a little plaything. Duan Qinji was so infuriated by his attitude that she almost had a heart attack. He turned it over in his mind. Then, with a smile, he took Ning Huan's hand. Ning Huan, since you say raising kids costs a fortune, then have you ever thought about making some money yourself? I know you all too well. Just one specialty. Didn't study properly. At least the dancing is decent. How about you consider doing a live stream dancing? The dance looks great. Fans will also give tips. Ning Huan stared in astonishment. The woman standing before me with a radiant smile. Are you out of your mind? Making a pregnant woman live stream dancing to earn money. Forget about dancing. I believe they can definitely afford to spoil us, mother and child. Bitch looked at the pride and smugness on Ning Huan's face. Duan Qinji felt it was time to leave. He might not be able to hold back. All right, that's fair. But I still hold the same opinion as before. A woman must have some skills up her sleeve. Otherwise, sooner or later, men will get tired of you. Take good care and rest well. I'll go deal with Hangjun's matter. Take care, see you later. You've worked hard. Saw Duan Qingji off. Ning Huan stared at the over 3 million extra on the communicator. I'm in an incredibly good mood. Quickly went on Lanito order some meat. More than an hour later, another table full of delicious dishes is ready. Yin Huan called Zhao Shi and Gong Zun over. He even specifically asked the butler to pack a food box. Ship it to Zane Tang. Zane Tang, back at the Legion, received a message from Gong Zun. There's a surprise coming. Stay tuned. Keep your stomach empty for now. Wait until he gets the package. Open it neatly. A wave of savory meat aroma wafted through the air. Damn, that smells amazing. His appetite was whetted. Let's eat right away. I don't know why. He had a thought the moment he took the first bite. Ning Huan did it. Sure enough, Gong Zun's message arrived again very soon. Today's lunch. The vegetarian dishes were mostly gathered by Ning Huan from the island's forest. He really likes the food on that island. What do you want? Just an island, that's all. I can afford it. These past few days, I accidentally found his browsing history on social media. He seems to feel sorry for us. Want to make Monato compensate us. Then terminate the contractual relationship. What the hell is Huan thinking? Is he stupid? Even if they're Erichild rearing subsidies. I want to raise my child well. You still have to invest a large sum of money. It's rare for him to awaken his talent in cooking. I don't want to terminate the contract for now. Buy the island and give it to him. Put it under his name. Tang Zhen was eating. The meat in his mouth quickly replied to the message. Can split it half and half. After you confirm the fund operation, I'll transfer it to you. And so, Ning Huan had no idea that this delicious meal of his. What kind of return did he get in exchange? By the time he finds out, it's already been 7 days. Early in the morning, I heard the robot butler come to report. Master, congratulations on doubling your assets under your name. Good evening, island. It's the island where you used to wander before. Rukum has already been transferred under your name. According to statistics, its value is 1 billion star coins. What the hell? Ning Huan was instantly jolted awake. How many star coins did you say? Master's private island is worth 1 billion star coins. Holy shit, a huge pea just fell from the sky. How did you get here? It's the two young masters, Gong Zun and Zane Tang. I know you like thief food from that island. To help you have a better pregnancy. They spent money together to buy it. Damn, those two guys are loaded as hell. The girl inexplicably came pregnant with twins. But none of the children were from her 3 husbands. In the end, none of the 3 husbands minded at all. She even wants to gift her $1 billion island to play with. Sakura was a bit helpless. She really likes that land, no doubt about it. But he never thought about buying it. I originally planned to work hard and earn money. I had a peaceful divorce with all 3 of my ex-husbands. Pay them the difference. Now, it's fine. I can't keep up with payments anymore. Little Snake saw his gloomy and distressed expression. The little tail curled around his finger, trying to comfort him. At that very moment, Ninghuan received a message. Open it and take a look. It was a picture sent to him by Duan Qingji. A gift box. Inside is a dolphin necklace. Ning Huan widened her eyes. Isn't this his mother's necklace? The mother here is not from this life, but from a past life. That necklace weighs originally a pair. He doesn't have a penny to his name. A scar on mom's body. But why is this thing here? Then the other person sent a string of text wanting this necklace. Go to the Starpertan, look for him. There's no tomato, think too much. Ning Huan gave a star. Express train to the airport. I saw Duan Qingji. The other party actually returned the necklace to him without any hesitation. It's just that the necklace was soaked in some unknown liquid. Let Ning Huan clean herself up. He's in a hurry to go on a trip. Gotta go. Ning Huan saw the necklace destined with purple liquid. Anger surged in my heart. But the person is already gone. Looked around. There's a restroom used a few meters away. He went in and washed the necklace clean. Suddenly felt a bite on my finger. The drop of blood had just welled up from the fingertip. Was absorbed by the dolphin on the pendant of that necklace. Previous life. His necklace pendant also had this happen before. Looks like it's really that couple. Ning Huan looked at the necklace. The look in his eyes is a bit complicated. Even if he no longer needed maternal love or anything like that. But this thing is still better kept in my own hands. Didn't mom die in her past life? He also crossed over to this world. Don't tell Duen Kinji. This was a gift the original owner had previously given away. So where did this gift come from? Ning Huan searched hard through her memories. It turned out to be a gift from the original owner's father. Strangely enough. About father's face. The original host's memories were actually blurry and unclear. Just thinking. A strange fragrance gradually grew stronger. Ning Huan's vision went black. Then he immediately passed out. When I woke up again, I found him on a star car. The traffickers in the car didn't notice he had woken up. Still talking to themselves without a care. And Ning Huan also learned from the content of the other party's conversation that turns out this group captured him to force him to have children. Just because she is the most talented in nearly 100 years. The only woman who is pregnant with twins. What the hell is wrong with Duen Kinji? He was sizing her up, knowing she had no powerful family to rely on. The three matches didn't like her either. So you dare to scheme agent her like this? Ning Huan took a deep breath. Try to calm yourself down. Now, I've got 2 balls on me. Everything you want Toto is very inconvenient. I had no choice but to play along. Play it by ear. Half a month later, looking at Thailand before my eyes, Ning Huan looked up at the sky speechlessly. Is she destined to be connected with islands in this lifetime? This is a private island, named Paradise Island. The official pretext is researching medicinal formulas. Who? The island owner is? No one knows. But the living conditions in the island were very good. Other than leaving, what do you want? The people here can't satisfy all your needs. The island is fully equipped with all necessary living facilities, including hospitals, schools, and shopping malls. And the police station. Apart from the over 100 women kept in the castle, there are about 500 staff members on the island. Even this Iceland is a celebrity team. Making your own movies or TV shows or something. Don't underestimate that entertainment company. Their videos are all about romance movies. What is the greatest love? The female lead has a child for her lover. The male lead, even if you can't have children, I still love you. T-esque. This ideological domestication is happening in every aspect. Most of the faces were expressions of happiness and contentment. They don't feel like they're imprisoned here. But the satisfaction of being protected in a safe world. Ning Huan sighed. The women here. Most likely, the majority have already been tamed. On the other side, during the 3 days of Ning Huan's disappearance, the interstellar police only found the wreckage of a star car. Traces of Ning Huan's blood were found inside. Therefore, it was concluded that Ning Huan had been in a car accident. The car was wrecked and the people died. Gong Zun didn't believe this result. Just because he found the surveillance footage from the spaceport. I saw Duen Kinji give Ning Huan a necklace. Because the necklace is dirty. Ning Huan went to the bathroom. There are no surveillance cameras in the restroom. The trail went cold there. But he dares to say it. If that woman, surnamed Duen, didn't have a hand in this, I'll eat my hat. His name will be written upside down. Originally, he and Zane Tang wanted to catch that woman and bring her back for questioning. Turns out the other party had long since run off with their spouses from home, traveling abroad. The little snake coils up. Gongzun's arm was covered in anger. It seems to be saying he is away to find Ninghuan. A month passed peacefully on the island. Ninghuan basically. I've pretty much got the gist of the situation. The waters surrounding small island. Except for the emergency exits. Other areas house different types of sea beasts. Want to sneak Udo Sea by myself. Almost impossible. The doctor in charge of Ninghuan is named Bai Qian. I've been working her for over 10 years. He's a notorious playboy on the island. Countless pregnant women have been played with. Here, we have a woman was jealous of Ninghuan. Bai Qian took care of her one-on-one. I sprayed some special perfume on myself, sticking close to Bai Qian to get some of Ninghuan's attention, wanting to cause her to miscarry. Fortunately, Ninghuan has a sensitive constitution. The moment I smelled that strange fragrance, I threw up. And it was precisely because of this movement. The little snake far away 1,000 miles finally sensed his direction, rushing over with Gongzun in tow. Ninghuan threw up in the bathroom and then came out. I feel much better now. After driving Baiqian and that woman away, the search for power began the routine investigation. He first cast a set of spirit talismans on himself, then teleport to other parts of the island. This time, we arrived at a dimly lit basement. From afar I spotted an operating table. On the stage leaned a completely naked woman. The guy next to me seemed to have gone completely insane. Lanyu, I told you to stop being so stubborn. Why won't you just listen? Obedient women live so happily on the island. Unlike you, locked up every single day. If you can beat me on one, then go ahead. I'm more than happy to serve you this once. What a pity, you coward. As long as I'm not dead. All you touched was just a mere shell of flesh. I'll fucking kill you. Later I'll make you beg me. Woo woo, I love you so much. Monthly salary. Why can't you even look me in the eye for once? As long as you're willing to like me. I'll even kneel and kowtow you, just say the word. The man is kneeling on the ground. Bang bang bang, kowtowing. Beaten black and blue but never stopped. The woman on the operating table was dumbfounded. I don't know what nonsense that man is up to again. I'll be honest with you. You're on the operating table. I'm on the ground. As long as you're willing to like me. We are all willing. Saying this, the man stripped himself naked. With a bang, the man bumped his head and passed out. Before passing out, he still managed to say, I'll have you even if it kills me. Watched a ridiculous liberd and nonsensical show. Ninghuan then stepped forward. Get the woman off the stage. It turns out that Lam Yut Sum had been tormented by this man for years. He was originally a level 5 superpower expert. I was tricked, and that's why I ended up tied up here. Ninghuan admires him very much. After all, not every girl. After enduring human torture, his spirit remains sound-yielding and tenacious. He took out a few bottles of nutrient supplements and antidote potions. Hand it to Lanyu. Soon Lenny regained her strength. After getting dressed, go and release the other 5 young ladies locked up in this building. Save together. Ninghuan had just taken them away from the small building. The sky gathered over a dozen bolts of heavenly lightning. Came crashing down. They blasted that building into smithereens. The 6 members of Langyu were dumbfounded. Holy shit, so Zhao Huan was the one who said they'd blow up the building with heavenly thunder. No joke. Only Ning Huan baby is biting in a little handkerchief. My dozen precious thunder talismans, damn it. The sisters went through all this to save you. I spent a fortune. Thunder doesn't strike out of nowhere. When you guys go out and make money later, you have to pay me back, okay? The group began discussing their next course of action. Ning Huan gave them Zane Tang's contact info. Let them go out and find a way to contact him. Then use the teleportation talisman. Take them to the outer edge of the nearest island. They each got an invisibility talisman pasted on them. Within 2 hours, no one can see you guys. I helped you guys go invisible. Aren't you coming with us? I still have very important things to do. You guys go first if you want to do it. Get in touch with Xanatang as soon as possible. After speaking, Ding Huan teleported back to his room. Just slipped in the shower. The voice of Bai Qin came from the doorway. He quietly let a sigh of relief. The timing is just perfect. Bai Qian is here to give him a routine checkup. He pretended Tobe just startled. Dr. Bai. There was a lot of noise outside just now. What happened? No big deal. It's just a small building that got struck by lightning and damaged. Bai Qian appears calm on the surface. Deep down, doubt had already arisen. At that very moment, it is said that over a dozen bolts of heavenly lightning struck down. Very eerie. And the people in that building, whether they were arrested or their own staff members, all missing. After checking the surveillance footage, still came up empty-handed. It's as if that building was truly struck by lightning from the heavens. No one's methods are the same. Miss Lin is new here. You might not know yet. Actually, even if you're lucky enough to leave the bird of paradise, those without a pass are also doomed. Why though? Because they have a weapon ban on them. After leaving this island beyond a certain distance, the weapon inside Thebity will self-destruct. Gone with the wind, vanished without a trace. The kind where no even bones are left. Holy shit, that's so vicious. Then isn't he just screwing over those poor girls? Ning Huan accidentally saved Lady Yug by a twist of fate. The young ladies were secretly feeling quite pleased with themselves. But in the end, Bai Qian said, those who flee cannot escape Paradise Island, because they have a weapon ban on them. After leaving the island beyond a certain distance, the weapon inside Thebity will self-destruct. Gone without a trace, wiped out completely. Ning Huan was horrified. Making excuses, Tozen Bai Qian away, rushed into the bathroom and locked the door. Instantly teleport out. Luckily, it was just a few minutes. The 6 of them, including Lamuet Singh, hadn't gone far yet. Ning Huan finally let out a sigh of relief. I told them a booth ban device. Unexpectedly, Anuig and the others had known all along. And besides, we've already figured out a way to get rid of these banned weapons. Ning Huan was completely at ease now. Otherwise, if he got these beautiful young ladies killed, he will feel guilty for the rest of his life. Then, he took out a teleportation tools and handed it to Lanuig. Take this with you. If you see Gongzu, one of my contracted partners, just give this thing to him. Tell him to tear it in half with his hands. Can appear in the bathroom off the room on my island. Make sure he uses it with extreme caution. Lan Yu looked at the cloth strip in his hand. Weird and mysterious runes. Just a piece of paper like this can take people away. What's new? They've been locked up for too long. Has the outside world turned upside down? Lan Yu left Iceland with her 5 sisters. With her combat skills, a direct threat, a drunkard get in touch with Zane Tang. A pregnant woman named Ninghuan asked me to contact you. He was caught and taken to Min Langsing's Paradise Island. For now, he's still safe. Tang Zheng stared at Lan Yuexin's unfamiliar face. Why should I trust you? He said you and Gong Zun were there before he got arrested. Gave him an island as a gift. He was on that island. I also encountered bad guys who wanted to kidnap pregnant women. Wait a sec. I've got some Eon in Min Langsing. I told him to contact you right away. Sure, but we don't have communicators. This is the one I borrowed be threatening a passerby. So you need to hurry up. Soon after, Gongzun got in touch with Lan Yu. Meet directly at agreed location. Half an hour later, he took the little snake and found them. After hearing what they said, he started questioning his existence. The woman they're talking about is Ning Huan, brave and strong, kind and powerful. What the hell is this Ning Huan in his memory? He's just a brainless idiot. Duan Qinji had that Shiming woman wrapped around her finger. This thing Ning Huan has get us to give to you. It's said to be torn apart. You can teleport to the room she's in. But be careful when using it. Gong Zun took the teleportation talisman. Feels a bit familiar. Open it right away. Log into Starntan, check it out. Realize that online store with its fleeting connections. The method for drawing Thekelming talisman for sale. From the same person. Take another look at this online store. Ever since Ning Huang got into trouble, there won't be any new stock coming in. All the signs. Gong Zun couldn't believe it. Yet can't help but doubt. I got it. I'll figure something out. Are you guys leaving this planet first, or what? We're waiting for Ning Huan to come out. That's right. After all, we still owe her a huge sum for saving lives. It's not like I saw Ning Huan say she spent a fortune. When you saved me back then. Looks like it really hurts. It must have cost Quiddy a few precious things. And it even caused that building to be struck and destroyed by lightning. Ha ha ha, did you guys notice? At that moment, Ning Huan's gaze. It feels like someone robbed me of a huge sum of money. Gong Zun was speechless. These 6 women are truly tough. Just got out of that hellhole. Just laugh it out. At this moment, Little Snake suddenly lashed out. Directly split the teleportation talisman in half. And then vanished on the spot. Gong Zun reached out but failed to stop them. He was so angry his face froze. The 6 members of Blue Moonstar were also dumbfounded. The old man ground his teeth. Next time, he must fling that snake away. At the same time, Ning Huan looked at the little snake that suddenly popped up. A bit dumbfounded. You, how come you're here? Teleportation scroll. He has only painted alamited numbers so far. Just 3, huh? The little snake looked at Hispely with a face full of worry. Let out a howl. It's fine, my baby is doing great. You're so tiny. How dare you barge in like this? The little snake hissed softly twice, falling asleep while hugging Ning Huan's arm. Lately, he hasn't been eating or sleeping well. Now, and finally get a good night's sleep. Ning Huan didn't know about little snake's worries. Had a nice, comfortable sleep. The little snake's companionship. He had the most comfortable zep since arriving on the island. The next day, he told the little snake to stay inside the house. He then went to inspect the ruined building. He secretly clicked his tongue in surprise. The thunderbolt strike is truly devastating. This dozens of floors tall building was instantly reduced to rubble. Just about to turn and leave. A woman named Roxy called out to him. Open your mouth and say you like Bai Qian. Make Ning Huan take the initiative. Tato request a change of doctor. Ning Huan couldn't help but sneer. Is he stupid, or what? He could have just brought this up with Bai Qian herself. Why did it have to be him? Of course, Bai Qin wouldn't be willing. For him, all doctors are the same. There's no need for him to make enemies. Ning Huan outright rejected him. Sorry. Whether Bai Qian takes care of me or not doesn't matter. But this mouth shouldn't be the one to ask me to open it. After saying that, he went straight back to his room. Roxy immediately turned grim. I think Ning Huan is so petty. You won't even help with such a small favor. As soon as he turned around, he saw Bai Qian standing behind him. It scared him so much that his face turned pale, knowing full well, every doctor hopes to personally take care of a pregnant woman. Get the most direct data. Yet you still did this behind my back. No, Qian. Listen to me. I'm just Roxy. We're over there. You don't get it, or you just don't want to get it. Even without the past, your behavior is also making me very unhappy. Bai Qian, don't be angry. I just love you too much. Selfish love. I can't afford it. Bai Qian left with a dark expression. Roxy was both angry and annoyed. Why is every O'Neill's fawning over her? Only Bai Qian remained dumbfounded from start to finish. At this moment, Yip Hyung, which was the crush on Bai Qian mentioned in the previous episode, the woman who co-said Ning Huan to Miss Gary, suddenly popped out. You don't want Dr. Beto go check on Gu Ninghuan? Then let her take care of me. I definitely won't compete with you for Dr. Bai. Roxy forced a smile. Although I do believe you. But Bai Qian said he doesn't want to deal with these matters. It's not a big deal to just talk about it. I'll definitely cooperate with his observation. No matter what Yexiang says in the end. Roxy also used Bai Chan's displeasure as an excuse to decline. Wait for Roxy to leave. After opening it, Yifeng spat fiercely. What the hell? You don't know how to appreciate kindness. Ning Huan had no idea that Yexiang was still thinking about him. At this moment, he was cooking porridge for the little snake. The little snake has lost weight again. Hurry up and make up for it. After eating Toa's heart's content, there was a commotion outside. Ning Huan stood on the balcony looking down, noticing many bodyguards clearing the road conditions on the island. It seems some big shot is coming. Before long, sure enough, a hover car was seen landing on the island. Ning Huan saw a creepy man. Got out of the car. The other party smiled gently. But it didn't give him the slightest sense of warmth. He heard those people call him the island master, and reported to him that everything was fine. Ning Huan frowned. Is this person the mastermind behind it all? Suddenly, he noticed the other person's gaze sweep past his direction. Quickly dodged out of the way. Behind the windowsill, he walked back to his room. Dig into the original owner's memories for a bit. See if we can find even a tiny bit. Memories related to this island. Only did I realize. The original host's childhood memories were actually missing a lot. Memories started coming back intermittently from the age of 7. When it got dark, he suddenly felt an unprecedented sense of panic. This feeling led him to find a villa. Standing on the roof of this villa, he had a feeling of being trapped in a cage. Following that strange feeling inside, he made his way all along. Found a glass house. There is a very special large bed in the glass room, steaming with white mist. He couldn't get close, because within that white mist, countless rays of light were shining through. He's just offline, not an avatar. The air swirls around the glass walls. Ning Huan circled around, changing positions to examine the person on the large bed. When he finally got a clear look at the face lying there, he was completely dumbfounded. How could his mother from his past life be here? Suddenly, a sharp alarm sounded around the glass room. Ning Huan's heart tightened. Gritting his teeth, he took a glance at the woman on the big bed. He quickly slipped back into his own room. It took a while to calm down. Soon enough, Bai Qian's voice came from outside the door. Miss Ning, are you asleep? Dr. Bai, do you have something going on so late? Bai Qian saw that his people were still there, as if a weight had been lifted. Nothing much, it's just that Iceland is going through troubled times. Take a good rest if you're free. Is this a room inspection? Ning Huan secretly clicked his tongue in amazement. Luckily, he could teleport back. Otherwise, this inspection speed will expose him in no time. The next day at noon, Ning Huan noticed the atmosphere in the island had grown even heavier. He saw those bodyguards. A thorough search was conducted on the island. Miss Ning, our island master wants to see you. A bodyguard Kamito invites someone. Ning Huan knew in her heart that refusing would be pointless. Very cooperative. Follow him to the villa. That man called Island Master, sitting at the desk handling documents, with a gentle and friendly expression. Ning Huan, can I call you Ning Huan? I am Ning Yuan. You can call me Uncle Ning. I'm an old acquaintance of your mom. I originally promised your mother. This lifetime, I won't let you touch anything on this island. Fate can be so unexpectedly perfect. Although I deliberately avoided paying attention to you. But you still ended up here by chance. Yeah, clearly you were kidnapped. That sounds so nice. Do you want to see your mother? Ning Huan was stunned. My mom, she's not dead. I've kept her safe. Ning Huan followed Theman to the glass room. The bad feeling in my heart is growing stronger and stronger. This time, he finally saw the woman's face clearly. It turns out she looks exactly like my mother from my past life. At this moment, the woman in the glass room had many tubes attached to her body. Like a patient in the ICU. Why is she like this? Because of the injury. Someone wants her to give birth to outstanding children. But he wasn't willing. Then he made a choice. Extreme methods. I've spent 10 years off me life's effort on this. Only then can we maintain it to this extent. Restore his facito its former state. The body still needs treatment. What other health issues does he have? Get away from thousand nutrient solutions. His organs would rapidly fail, no matter what kind of medicine it is. The toxin spreading in his body cannot be completely eradicated. What do you want me to do? Gene replication. You are his daughter. His body has already been infected by toxins. If you're willing, then they can replicate man organs and replace them for him. Maybe after replacing this vital organs, he's fine now. Ning Huan gazed leisurely at this island master. What he just said. He didn't believe a single word of it. Going to great lengths to save my mother. What do you want? I have mutual affection with your mother. I hope to leave behind a token of our love in this world. If this guy really is in love with his own mother, I'll write his name upside down if that happens. Able to establish this island, committing such a heinous act as kidnapping a pregnant woman. His mother would never fall for such scum. You are his daughter. I hope you're willing from the bottom of your heart. Join in the plan to save him. If I'm not mistaken, my mother, when making a choice, I already expected the outcome. And you're not allowed tells me to save him, right? Ning Yuan's gaze wept over Ning Huan. Ning Huan, my surname is Ning. Is that so, Island Master Ning? Ning Ninjuan's mouth twitched. You don't suspect anything? What should I doubt? Ning Yuan smiled. It's okay, you don't have to doubt if you don't want to. As long as you're happy. On this island, no one dares to bully you. If there is, it must be my mistake. If you have any requests, just go ahead and ask by Keon directly. He will satisfy you. Then what if I want to leave? Going out to have fun is fine. But the rules on Thailand must be followed. If you follow my arrangements, cured your mother, then you can live at this island forever. Ning Huan was feeling extremely pissed off at this moment. To put it bluntly, it's about using him. Don't even think about leaving if you won't let him use it. Talk is cheap. But in the end, what will the consequences be? He doesn't take a responsibility at all. In the end, Ning Yuanzi gave him 3 days to think it over. 3 days later, whether Ning Huan agrees or not, he would do it. Even if it means using forceful measures. Ning Huan cursed the other person for being shameless in his heart. But there's nothing that can be done about it. Not long after returning to the room, Bai Keon is coming. They said they would install a genetic tracker on him. The island owner says your existence is very important. Must prioritize protection. So he wasn't at ease with just the communicator's location tracking. Ning Huan was so angry she felt like jumping up and cursing. I spit on you, despicably shameless scoundrel. Let me think about it. I'll give you an answer tomorrow morning. Send Bai Keon away. Huan paced back and forth in the living room. The brain is running at full speed. At this moment, I just secretly left a message talisman on Ning Yuan's body. A sound came through. Did Bai Keon agree or not? The island owner needs to think it over. I'll convince him. Please give me some time. Hurry up, my Piapa can't wait any longer. Alright, but what about the madam's side? Actually, you could use cloned organs to stay alive for now. Those who don't belong to him naturally deserve the best. For the sake of Ninghuan being his daughter, I guarantee he won't die. Let him use cloned organs. After all, every part of him was given by Mo Lion. Now, it's time to give back to my birth mother. What's the problem? What the hell? Eavesdropping up to this point, Ning Huan was stunned. He thought the other person was interested in his genes. Never expected the other party was after his body. Still want to replace Alice's organs with cloned ones. I fucking fuck your fucking fuck. Go to hell. Ning Huan gritted her teeth fiercely. I'm determined to make this scumbag get a taste of his own medicine. The feeling of having your own life treated as a child's plaything by others. Late at night when all is quiet. He appeared outside Thegla's room once again. At this moment, a voice echoed in his mind. Long time no hear, Ning Huan. Is that you? Get out of here, quick. Don't agree to that Deville's request. He's just a lunatic. Destroy everything here. Destroy this den of evil. Who the hell are you? Child, I am your mother. Have I gotten uglier? I can't even recognize you anymore. You've grown up now. It's a shame I can't even see what you look like in person. Back then, failed to deceive me. Taking the place of the one I love most to stay by my side. He blinded my eyes. It also copied the information off the person I love. You've been deceiving all along. Ning Huan was stunned. What kind of love and hate is this again? You'll find out about my story later. Get out of here right now. As long as you destroy this place, my soul can reunite with my beloved. Can you help mommy own more time, sweetie? Ning Huan was left utterly confused. How does he know he has the power to destroy this place? If it's the original protagonist's mother, the original host was completely useless. Ning Huan stared in shock at the face in the glass room. Just as he opened his eyes and looked over. The gentle smile is just the same as before. Sorry to have you clean up the mess again. Is it really you? No matter which one. I am still your mother. The woman sighed. His eyes shimmered with deep affection and reluctance. One day, we will be reunited as a family. Ning Huan looked at them with mixed emotions. Do you really want me to destroy everything here? Yes. Don't believe a single word that man says. If it wasn't for him, I knew someone was coming long ago. Hurry up and get started right away. I will definitarian it with you again. Don't cling to a mere piece of flesh. Ning Huan darted to the rooftop of the villa, recalling the events of my past life. I remember the first time my mother asked him, also asking him to give her a ride, because she wanted to find the person she loved. Back then, he was still immature, shaking head with tears streaming down. But in the end, I lost his plea from that moment on. He understood one thing. If someone is unwilling to stay for you, then no matter how much you beg, they won't show you any mercy. At this moment, the rain began to fall lightly. Even the heavens probably thinks quite pitiful right now. I reached out my hand to catch the raindrops for a while. Ning Huan let out a light sigh. He can do it. Lady Kuai's condition suddenly took a critical turn. Bring Ning Huan here immediately. If he doesn't cooperate, just knock him out. The island master's wife's vital signs are rapidly declining. The most likely scenario in the situation is that he himself has a death wish. Shut up, I got this. He can't be dead. Ning Huan waved his hand. More than a dozen heavenly thunder talismans are pasted on different rooftops of the villa. There are still over a dozen thunder summoning talismans laid out together. The night sky was originally just drizzling with rain. The thunder and lightning gridly intertwined. The streaks of lightning third in the sky above. All of a sudden, a loud rumble of thunder and lightning. Countless bolts of lightning converged together, striking towards the villa. The entire villa was instantly reduced to rubble. Angry howls echoed through the rainy night. Ning Yuan watched as everything was instantly reduced to dust. Screaming in pain, he fell to his knees. It's Yuho woke him up. Is it because you don't want to put in the effort? So wake up your mother. Make him soften his heart to give up his own life for you. Ning Huan just stared coldly at this despicable man. Why don't you think about how much he despises you? So you'd rather die than stay by my side? Nonsense. I have mutual feelings with him. We can say you're despicable and shameless. The disaster caused him to be separated from his beloved, still forcibly keeping his body. You said he's awake. He already reached Udomi with his divine powers, saying he's barely hanging on by a thread. I just wanted to wait to see you one last time. You set me up to show up. He saw me. Then he left contentedly. So it was his arrangement that got Lianer killed. No way. The security measures were clearly already the best they could be. Why can't even heavenly thunder be blocked? Impossible. There must be something else he doesn't know. Since your mother is already dead. I feel that, as Heisenli family member, you should go die with them. Haha, don't you like him? Why don't you die for love? After I finish doing what I want to do, he'll naturally go looking for him. Killed him in mid-air. Ming Kong glanced at Ning Huan's belly. He's not a good person. But resorting to violence against a pregnant woman, he still doesn't really want to. The island owner has been pregnant for several months. It's just a bastard, that's all. Let them be buried with Molian. It's their honor. This scumbag. Why didn't lightning strike him dead? Ning Huan clenched his fists tightly and surveyed his surroundings. Level 7 superpower user. He doesn't think he can turn the tide. It seems I'll have to leave this place early. He caught him mid-air. I came up with a great idea. First, take the child out of his belly. After all, he has Mach Lin's blood running through his veins. Ning Huan vanished from spot in an instant. We arrived at the place where we had sent Lanuig off back then. Then he immediately took out his communicator. Zane Tang, save me. The next moment, Linkong Gunexity appeared right beside him. He reached out to grab him. Little girl, your teleportation skills are way too weak. Such a short distance. The aircraft can catch up to you. Huan was chased by Mingkong for nearly half an hour. At this moment, Hugh was panting heavily. I'm about to collapse. He has already sent the location to Zane Tang. He and Gong Zun are rushing to his location at top speed. The void appears once more. He was about to forcibly use his ability to dodge again. The little snake suddenly lashed out. Turned into a giant python over 10 meters long. Keep him in the center. King Kong stared at the suddenly mutated giant python. Frowned. It turns out to be the beastmen. Beastmen with complete animal forms are usually very strong. But when the orcs are in full beast form, the actual strength has been diminished. The little snake bared two huge fangs, always ready to pouncing tear into the enemy. Mingkong reached out and conjured a sword out of thin air. The golden broadsword. The blade was shredding something like a mist. But with the swing off his great blade, countless energy needle escattered and shot over. Ning Huan was a bit surprised. I never thought the abilities off this world could be used like this. The little snake let out a whimper. The body expanded twice its size again. The tail wrapped around Ning Huan, shielding her completely inside. Then a protective barrier was erected all around. The jingling and clattering energy needles shot onto the barrier. The little snake stood ready for battle. Shudong stared coldly at Mingkong. Anyone who dares to harm his partner and cubs. Damn high-level protective shield. Your superpower exceeds level 7. King Kong realized the level of the little snake. After getting along with him, immediately increased the intensity of the attack. Ning Huan headed towards the barrier. Added some enhancement type spirit talismans. This caused Ming Kong to waste over 10 minutes. I just noticed the barrier has cracks. Fate can be overturned in just 5 minutes, Ming Kong. When things were heating up with Little Snake, the island owner came chasing after them with a few bodyguards in tow. His gaze was sinister as hestered at Ning Huan's belly. "You bastard really are hard to kill. The island owner is so fickle. Before, they thought I was useful. Still trying to fool me. You sound just like my dad. Now, my mother would rather than stay with me. Then you started insulting me. Catch him dead or alive." It was one of the island owner's bodyguards who charged at Ning Huan. Fires off a flame attack. The weapon attack off the vine assault. All sorts. A wide variety. Multifarious. Ning Huan silently clenched the talisman in her hand. Just as he was about to use it, a massive ice shield appeared in front of him. He took all the attacks for him. Gong Zun in a white lab coat. At this moment, it's like a white robe dangle descending upon the mortal world. Ning Huan just remembered. Gong Zun is more than just a pharmacist, still a high-level superhuman. "Sorry, Ning Huan. I'm a little late again." Ning Huan heaved a sigh of relief. Just right not to come. Gong Zun squinted at the person in front of him. He scoffed coldly. "I really didn't expect that." The mastermind behind the Paradise Bird Pharmaceutical Company, Murong Ninjuan. He's actually a scoundrel who violates the laws of the Star Alliance. Happy New Year. A pharmacist who showed extraordinary talent at a young age. You totally deserve a better match. Ning Huan is nothing but a worthless piece of trash. No matter what, he's 100 times better than a hypocrite like you. Gong Zun said this guy has already fought back. He is a level 6 ice-type superpower user. Dealing with the bodyguards around Murong Ninjuan shouldn't be a problem. And the Little Snake intercepted Ming Kong alone. That level 7. Murong Ninjuan watched as the bodyguards were stopped. His gaze turned icy ash looked at Ning Huan. "I should have known this bastard couldn't save Molian. It will also cause him to give up hope for life. He should have handled things differently. For example, using the life of that scumbag Ning Huan to threaten Mo Lion. Haha, it's just that he loved her too much back in the day. It's a shame he loved Molian so much. Mo Lianke never called understand his sincerity. In that case, then send them to reunite with their family." Murong Ninjuan waved his hand. A sharp blade rushed down swiftly. If no one stops it, the blade would slice Ninghuan in half at the waist. The Little Snake flicked its tail and sent Mingkong flying, rushing despairingly toward Ninghuan's side. Little Snake. I watched with my own eyes as the sharp blade came down on the Little Snake's tail, leaving deep, bone-exposing scars. Ninghuan burst into tears out of anger. He raised his hand and was about to throw out the talisman in his grasp. "Kill Murong Ninjuan." But the Little Snake swiftly coiled around him in time. "Whoa, don't hit me. At least don't act in this situation." At this moment, Mingkong also rushed forward to attack. Countless metal blades shot toward them like a rain of knives. Tang Zhen arrived in a hurry, his heart burning with anxiety. But it was already too late. Bang! A figure ascended from the sky. Countless blades ate in even faster speed, instantly bounced back. Mingkong couldn't dodge in time. Blood-stained. The whole body is hit by metal blades. The wound made him stare in disbelief at the figure ahead. A man wrapped in a ball of lightning appeared before them. Ling Feng Ning Huan heard this name. Damn, why is he here? Xing Feng turned around. Step by step approaching Ning Huan. His gaze fell on the bulging belly. The expression becomes more serious. With a wave of his hand, a bolt of lightning thicker than a man's arm shot forth. He directly sent Lingkong's body flying through the air. The scream hadn't even escaped their throat. The person has already turned into charcoal, shattered to pieces, dropped on the floor. Don't mess with Xingfeng's contractor. Die without a whole corpse. Gong Zun and Zhang Tangware both dumbfounded. And Murong Ninjuan and his bodyguards. Using teleportation mech, they left the spot. He admitted defeat and ran away without any hesitation. Little Snake, let me heal your wounds. What medicine is good to use? Let me stay by your side to rest. Gong Zun stopped Ning Huan. He directly gave the little snake a recovery potion to drink. Wah, wah. It's my fault. Otherwise, the little snake would have gotten hurt. I'm so useless. Phew, crisis averted. Ning Huan hugged the enlarged little snake and burst into tears. The more I cry, the harder it is to hold back. Woo, don't leave me behind. You can't leave me behind. I will hate you. A little snake really wanted to tell him. I'm just slightly injured. It'll be fine in a bit. In the end, all they could do is helplessly encircle Ning Huan. Let him cry his heart out on his own. He knew the joy and tears weren't for him. But the woman from the villa. He heard everything they said. Ning Huan's mother did it for the love in his heart. Gave up on this world. It also means giving upon Ning Huan as a daughter. And it seems like that kind of situation wasn't the first time. Xing Feng looked at Zhang Tang and Gong Zun. Is he really that timid? No, he was crying for something else. Something else might have happened on the island. I heard Murong Ningyuan say before. Mo Lion is dead. Make Ning Huandi alongside them. Xing Feng was stunned. Who is Mo Lion? Zhang Tang sighed. Ning Huan's mother. I always thought he was with the one he liked. Didn't expect that. It was that guy Murong Ningyuan who got me arrested, trapped on this island. He knows Miss Mo Lian. Otherwise, I wouldn't have hesitated for a second. Except Ning Huan asked matched partner. The matching relationship off the Demon Cloud Galaxy. It's not that hard to break up. The only relationship that's hard to break is a contractual one. Of course. Very few people would consider terminating the contractual relationship. Supernaturals can match with suitable contractors. It is already a tremendous opportunity in itself. It's also a threshold that can make you stronger. The more powerful superhuman is, the more I wish for my contractor to appear soon. Wait, what did Xing Feng just say? Contractor, holy shit. Xing Feng endured the scrutinizings of Zhang Tang and the others. Curled his lips. Ning Huan is indeed me contractor. The latest match result from the main system. And I've seen it. The original 3 matches now become contractors. Zhang Tang and Gong Zun turned on the communicator. Discover the relationship with Ning Huan. From a match to a contractor. Message. It was updated just as they were rushing to save Ning Huan. Ning Huan, stop crying. I am your latest contracted partner. Xing Feng, why don't you check the property on the communicator? Property of the contracted party. It will automatically take half to the contractor. No need to return it ever. What the hell is this? Ning Huan was crying her heart out. Resentment towards that biological mother who didn't put her first. Once again, he left her behind. My personal assets were around $1 billion or so before. So, what's in your personal account right now? At least $1 billion in personal assets. Ning Huan suddenly couldn't cry anymore. The tears at the corner of your eyes are still hanging there. Looking foolishly at Xing Feng, he quietly opened the communicator to check his personal assets. Seeing that endless string of zeros, he was completely dumbfounded. Holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. 1, 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000. It seems to have exceeded 10 billion. Count it again. Oh, my god. It's really over 100. That doesn't make sense. There wasn't anything like this before. Before formally engaging a marriage engagement, it is impossible to possess the other party's property. Contractors are different. Once the contract target is established, as long as the contract party doesn't refuse, then half of his assets will automatically be transferred over to the contractor. And you are my contractor. Ning Huan quickly sifted through the original owner's memories, so the original owner really wasn't a contractor. After you got pregnant, the prenatal test data has been uploaded to the mainframe. The main system has reanalyzed your physical data. I see you've awakened your contractor talent. After screening and matching, you've been matched with for contract partners. The first 3 aerial familiar to you. The one you matched with before. Gong Zun's face darkened a bit. Because of the assets in Ning Huan's account, a lot of the money came from his contributions. Holy shit, didn't see that coming. The Master Minsmusmov is so slick. We've been matched for over a decade without any good outcome. Now suddenly, he's been matched with a contractor. Ning Huan originally had great faith in the Master Brain's matching abilities. Gong Zun suddenly couldn't quite believe it. Zane Tang was also shocked. But compared to wealth or anything like that, he was more surprised than anything. Perhaps pregnancy changed Ning Huan's constitution. Even talent has an impact. This is absolute allegoriate news for them. Ning Huan snapped out of it. Sorry. His own mother abandoned him, so be it. He really can't cry anymore. It's not like it's the first time anyway. He's all grown up now. In this situation, what the hell are you crying for? How are contractors defined again? Ning Huan secretly went to check it out. The laws of the Moyen star system stipulate the contract doesn't have a clause forcing them to have kids. But you must take responsibility for properly appeasing the contracted party. Don't let them lose control and go berserk. This one can be better than the matchmaker, you know. The matches aerial ordinary people. To put it simply, it's all for the sake of the contractor SWO are meant to bear offspring. The main value is to appease the superhumans, heal and comfort this world. Top-tier combat strength. Protect the demon cloud galaxy. Suddenly feeling a bit chilly, Ning Huan turned her head and met Snake's leisurely, childlike gaze. How could it be from little Snake's eyes? Saw dissatisfaction, resentment. It must be an illusion. Ning Huan wiped away her tears, smilingly looking at Xing Feng. Hey, if you ever need comfort or anything in the future, just come to me. Duty bound. They took half off Simeon's entire fortune. Of course, it's my duty and I can't refuse. Xing Feng saw how easy it was to sweet-talk Ning Huan. The smile at the corner of lips deepened slightly. Alright, so which planet do you like? Because of contractual obligation. From now on, it's best if a few of us live together with you. When you're not feeling well like this, I need your help as soon as possible. Ning Huan thought for a moment. Zane Tang is also a soldier. Otherwise, why don't you to take a look? Can we work together on the same planet? Then I settle down on that planet. This way you can balance work and health without neglecting either. My career only needs to shine online. You can live on any planet you want. Xing Feng was even more satisfied. This contractor has a very good temper. Gong Zun snorted coldly. Right. This is also the god of wealth. Ning Huan looked at Gong Zun with a smile. That Gong Zun. You mainly brew potions at home. About the same as me. Having a studio is all it takes. Which planet you're on isn't really important. When the time comes, the new home is ready with a more complete studio for you. How to use my Monado prepare for you. Ning Huan is already rich. I think this afford is still worth it. The officer looked him up and down. What you said. Of course, what's taken from the people must be used for the people. Xing Feng was even more satisfied with Ning Huan. Zhou Quan also knows that you have to give up something to gain something. Not bad, contractor. Ning Huan, you've only just awakened your contractor talent. Do you want me to find Somi and Ado give you some pointers? Sure. Xing Feng reached out to help Ning Huan steady herself. And the moment it held Ning Huan's hand, he froze completely. Because he sensed a piece of Fulora emanating from him. The violent agitation in Sidami body has been soothed. At least make him less irritable. Stacked contractors are actually this amazing. As long as there is physical contact, it can make them feel comfortable and relaxed. The little snake coiled lightly around Ning Huan's wrist, grinning at Xing Feng. Ning Huan quickly tried to calm him down. Don't be so fierce, little snake. From now on, we're all on the same side. get along well. The little snake glared at Ning Huan, very angry. The next second, he was gone. Ning Huan is gone. Little snake, where are you going? Let's go home. Don't mind it, just a stinky snake. Let him figure it out. He'll find his way home on his own. They're planning to destroy the entire Paradise Island. Before this, first, we need to evacuate the innocent people on the island. But some people aren't willing to leave the island. Ning Huan sighed. There are some domesticated women on the island. They've got news to life here. They might not be able to leave this place for the time being. Otherwise, we'll wipe out those evil forces. Leave the rest to the ruling officials of this planet. Xing Feng let out a cold laugh. There was such a huge screw upon the planet they govern. This matter must be thoroughly investigated. Zane Tang, find someone to carefully select the right person to take over. Don't let anyone take advantage of loopholes. Major General, you and the squad better come check out the situation here. The investigating Zildi sent over a video. Zane Tang watched it. Face turned dark with anger. Xing Feng asked Gong Zun to stay behind and protect Ning Huan. He and Zane Tang went over to check. Gong Zun sized up Ning Huan from head to toe. Although I've heard about it before, pregnancy can potentially alter a woman's physical constitution, an example of achieving some change. But the chances of that happening are like 1 in 10,000. Guess got lucky this time. Ning Huan thinks. More likely because Hissel merged with this body. Changes in talent caused by the contractor Birshivi responsibilities. Hope you'll feel lucky in the future too. Is this supposedo be comforting? He can do it. Contract talent isn't enough. Then let talismans do the trick. Ning Huan wants to go back to her own little house. Pack some things. But then Roxy and Yexian came knocking at my door. Ning Huan is you. Right? Bai Qian got caught. He is innocent. Hurry up and tell Thoseldiers to let him go. Is Bai Qian innocent? Someone will get to the bottom of it. It was you, Bai Qian, who has always been taking care of you. What did he do to wrong you? Why are you so heartless? We were living just fine on our island. Why did you ruin our lives? If you don't want to, then just leave on your own. Yeah, why the hell Arethi ruining our lives? Several women had Somionethi liked on the island. Now, they've all been taken away for questioning. They were extremely worried. I see, Ning Huan. It seems like I've found an outlet. 5 or 6 people surrounded Ning Huan and Gong Zun. Gong Zun's ice gaze swept across. These women are really stupid. More powerful than Ning Huan before. At least Ning Huan only got scammed out of a bit of money. These women have been indecisive their entire lives. Still don't know to wake up. Don't worry, the authorities will send someone to take over here later. As long as they're innocent. Will be released. Gong Zun directly unleashed his ice-based superpower, forming an ice spear. The threat is self-evident. Those women have never been treated like this before. Step back, everyone. Yi Shang sized up Gong Zun. I just think this is an absolute top-tier man. Skilled and handsome. Still got an attitude. He likes this kind of man. Why is Ning Huan always so well taken care of? Ning Huan. Is the baby in your belly from this handsome guy? None of your damn business. Yi Zhang's face stiffened. This man looks so refined, speaking so rudely. Ning Huan smiled faintly. Gong Zun's words were sharp as a knife. Ning Huan, Dr. Bai has been taking very good care of you during this time, hasn't he? Day and night, I'll take care of you. With all one's heart and soul. How could you bear to see him get arrested? This sounds a bit off. Shunner smiled slightly, pursing her lips. Without rules, nothing can be accomplished. The law is meant to be obeyed. No one can be an exception. Go away, don't mind him. Ugh, my stomach. My stomach hurts. Yi Sheng shouted as she stumbled toward Gong Zun. Gong Zun quickly pulled Ning Huan and dashed out. What the hell? Yoon, are you okay? The two women next to her supported Yip Hyun, asked worriedly. Yi Shang closed her eyes and collapsed. So when she opened her eyes and saw the person holding her wasn't Gong Zun. The smile on my faces barely holding up. I'm not feeling well. Maybe the baby in the belly got scared. Hurry up and help me find her. Bye for a checkup. Someone come quick. Find her. Bye. Dr. Bai has been locked up. A soldier walked over with a gun. Seeing Yi Shang in this state, report it to Zane Tank pharmacist immediately. There's a pregnant woman here saying her stomach hurts. They specifically requested a doctor named Bai Keon on the island to treat her. Bai Keon was quickly brought over. After checking it over, Bai Keon heaved a sigh of relief. Just rest and recover. If you're not seriously hurt, Dr. Bai, you're not by my side. I feel uneasy. Can you stay by my side and take care of me? Yi Shang rubbed her belly. Worried, he pleaded. Miss Yi, your health is in great shape. Just be careful. Stop messing with those perfumes. No problem. Better than staying with a woman like Yip Hyun. He should just stay in the detention room. He has no interest in taking care of pregnant women. As for checking the data, he wanted to take care of Gu Ninghuan, that rare case of a twin pregnancy. Ninghuan is a magical existence. They actually made the Island chief flee with his people. Damn, this dude is awesome. Please help me get in touch with Ninghuan. I was the one responsible for taking care of her before. About the fetus in her womb. I have an important discovery. Just wanted to remind her to be careful. The soldier heard this. Contact Zane Tang immediately. Zane Tang came over quickly. He sized up Bai Keon. What's wrong with Ninghuan's body? No, her health is fine. Let's talk somewhere else then. Zane Tang nodded and walked away. Miss Ning seems to be back. Otherwise, let's go to the place where she used to live. Just packed up some of me personal belongings. Packed up Ninghuan. Seeing Zane Tang and Bai Keon getting together. A bit strange. He said he wants to talk about the baby in your belly. Miss Ning, I don't know if you've noticed yourself. Your physical burdiness increasing day by day. Ninghuan thought for a moment. My appetite has been quite good lately. That's because of the baby in your belly. The required energy is increasing more and more. Last time during the checkup, I just realized, both children in your womb are superhumans. The kind with great natural talent. Both Zane Tang and Gong Zun felt their hearts tighten. Perhaps this is good news for the kids, born with supernatural abilities. But for the mother's body, but an extremely unbearable burden. Because innate superhumans to absorb energy to grow. The nutrients and energy supplemented by the mother are insufficient. They will absorb the life force of the host to sustain themselves. If the mother is a superhuman, that's fine. Cultivating supernatural abilities provides energy for the child. Or their superpowered father could deliver it too. Ninghuan was completely baffled. Isn't that a good thing? My kid is really impressive. But, Zane Tang, why do the two of them look a bit weird? Miss Ning is an innate superhuman who possessed abilities since the fetal stage. Needs to absorb supernatural energy to grow. Then you need to eat more. It can replenish the energy you need in that aspect. So what's the big deal then? I believe your partner will look into this carefully. I never reported this matter. Could the island owner please consider this point? Let me stay on this island. Research on pregnant women. Zane Tang gave Bai Qian a deep, meaningful look. I agreed to take care of this matter. Don't use it to ask Ninghuan for a favor. And naturally, was indeed hired after that. Only then did I gradually uncover the true nature of this island. But I'm just a nobody, can't change a damn thing. In the end, Bai Qinwis asked to leave. But both Zane Tang and Gong Zun looked rather pale. Upon learning that the twins Ninghuan Iskering are born with supernatural abilities, the two husbands not only didn't feel happy. Instead, He looked at her with a face full of sorrow. Tell her to hurry up and think back. Who is the child's father, really? Minghuan only remembers the moment she first crossed over. In a daze, I had a dirty dream. I don't think it'll be that bad. Gongzun straight up rolled her eyes at him. As for you, have you forgotten about Thebabes born with innate supernatural abilities? If the energy you provide is insufficient, they will absorb your bodily functions, then you'll be in trouble. Minghuan was dumbfounded. No way. How could his two precious treasures ever harm him? However, at that very moment, the sky was torn open like a long, gaping wound. The next second, a giant beast emerged from inside. Like a monster crawling out of hell. It turned out to be a star beast. Zane Tang's face instantly turned extremely ugly. He instructed Gong Zun to protect Ning Huan well. Then the mecha was taken out. With all the warriors, they went to confront Xing Feng. Over there, he walked up to those bodyguards. The star beast is coming. Supernaturals are our responsible for killing. Star Alliance legal regulations. Killing star beasts can accumulate honor points. You all must join the battle to earn honor points. To lessen one's own crimes, dozens of abandoned bodyguards looked at Xing Feng. This man. Everyone knows who you are. Among the younger generation of soldiers, a once-in-a-century's class combat power. We are joining the war. Those who join the battle must not seize the chance to flee or betray. I'll kill every single one I see. The bodyguard's ears turned cold. Let's all cheer up. Follow Zane Tang and those soldiers into battle. Ming Huan gazed at the sky. Space warriors fight using Mixan's psychic powers and coordination. The star beast has no supernatural abilities. But the beams they spew from their mouths is capable of devouring. Effect. Anyone hit by the bombs they fired, whether it's mechs or humans, it will just punch a hole right through. Every warrior on the battlefield. You have to stay highly focused. Dodge those beam attacks in time. Ning Huan watched the two most valiant figures on the battlefield. Zane Tang's mecha gilded gold. Against the wind stands the black mech. They are extremely fast. Not once was I ever hit by the star beast's beam. Ning Huan watched with harem eyes as a star beast, directly, with sharp claws, he brutally hacked off half of the mech's leg. The more I look, the more I think. The star beast's innate abilities surpass those of humans, thanks to the mecha. Otherwise, a human body fighting Gigant, a star beast, undoubtedly, it's like hitting a rock with an egg. Will Gong Zun and his team win? If the number of star beasts doesn't increase, then. Before the word swear even finished, another wave of star beasts emerged from the spatial rift. The main color of this wave of starry sky beasts is purple. Not sure if it's just my imagination. Ning Huan felt like those bear beasts were staring right at him. Hearing them let out a loud howl. Then it spread its enormous wings. It swooped down right towards them. Gongzun grabbed him and ran. Drag him up. Get ready for the mecha action. I'll take you away from the people on that island. That's the bodyguardson's soldier's problem. I'm just an idle person. Prioritize protecting your own contractor. When saying this, Gongzun was unprecedentedly easy and solemn. Ming Huan's heart trembled, starting to feel it. The relationship between the contractor and the contracted party. It might not be as simple as he thinks. There's no time to think so much at this point. By now, he was already sure. Those star beasts are heading straight towards them. Gongzun, we've been spotted. They realized what they wanted was you. Min Huan had a puzzled look on his face. What do you mean by that? Don't tell me the star beast also likes to target pregnant women. They don't like pregnant women. It's an innate supernatural ability. Young one. So what they're really after is the baby in his belly. That is absolutely not allowed. Ying Huan clenched his fist. The little universe is always ready to explode. Master suggests you speed up and dodge the enemy's attack. Pregnant belly and all that. Someday, we can take a good look. Gongzun's mech couldn't help but remind him. Just a pharmacist. Unexpectedly, we have to live a life of fighting. Not far away, Zane Tang had also noticed long ago. Working hard to break through. Wanted to go over and help. But the starry beast seems to have a commander as well. Both he and Xingfeng were surrounded. Can't spare a hand to help Gongzun and the others. Starbeast has its eyes on Ninghuan. I know it's because oft baby in his belly. Others don't know. But when he was carrying out the mission, I've encountered similar situations 3 times. The Starbeast prefers cubs with innate supernatural abilities, but not for raising, but to forcibly seize the cub's power core. They are just a bunch of beasts. After catching the pregnant woman, cut open the belly to take out the baby directly. Then they brutally gouged out the cub's power core. The pregnant woman was so badly hurt. Mother and child both won't survive. Grass Pond Town win. I can't take it anymore. Gongzun's mech is being cased by a pack of star beasts. The star beast came from all directions. Attack his mech. No matter how skilled Hugh is at piloting the mech, even the toughest can't withstand attacks from all angles. Ninghuan looked at the mech with holes pierced through all 4 limbs. The impression of the mech's power in my mind instantly slashed in half. Forget it, I'll just take you and run away. He grabbed Gongzun's hand. He vanished in a flash into the mecha. And the next minute disappeared. Gongzun's mech had a huge hole pierced through its waist. Teleport to a spot on the beach. Ninghuan immediately appeared by their side. A rebound formation has been set up. Gongzun couldn't make heads or tails off what Ninghuan was fiddling with. Then you see him holding a few Starbeast star rivers. Throw it at a few spots. Then stick on those word talismans. At this moment, he saw several Starbeasts firing beam attacks, aiming straight at their position. Ninghuan grabbed his hand. Be ready to teleport at any moment. Ninghuan Tang was watching them without hiding. In a panic, he slashed wildly to block Thestery's sky beast that was diving towards him. However, just as the Starbeast's beam was about to strike, when shooting at Ninghuan and the others, a hemispherical barrier woven with red and gold appeared, protect Ninghuan and Gongzun inside. And those beams of light also seemed to reflect like rays of light. Together, they bounced back onto the body of the star beast. Several agonized cries of Thesterbeasts rang out one after another. Their resilient bodies, pierced by his own attack beam. It's still an irreparable wound. After those few Starbeast were hit, they fell to the ground, rolling on the ground in pain, wailing miserably. Ninghuan burst into laughter. He really is a genius. Zane Tang and Xingfeng were both dumbfounded. Or perhaps everyone who saw this scene was dumbfounded. The Duke stared at Ninghuan in astonishment. For a long moment, he couldn't speak. Is this really the idiot Ninghuan? He knew. The next wave of Starbeast attacks came again soon. This time, the Starbeast seems to have gotten smarter. After launching a wave of attacks, get out of the way and move somewhere else right now. But so many attacks, when they dodged, they only avoided their own direction, but didn't notice that direction others were heading in. So there were quite a few hit by the reflected attack beam from another Starbeast, seriously injured, but Thyrick is clearly not low either. Thinking about how to pull it off. Won't hurt themselves. This moment of contemplation. This gave Xingfeng and Xanatang time to kill the enemies. The starry beast saw that it couldn't win after a prolonged battle. They disappeared in no time. Now Milan Star is in trouble. The star beast arrived on a planet, fighting to the death. They temporarily avoided it. Won't leave the planet either. But to hide away. Also look for an opportunity to take action. Zane Tang ordered Somi and Ado bring the starry sky. The beast's corpse has been dealt with properly. Mei Xingfeng Komedo Ninghuan's side. Ninghuan is almost at his breaking point. Try to help him calm down a bit. Ninghuan casually tossed out a calming talisman. It hit Xingfeng right on the forehead. Xingfeng people are feeling a bit better. But Zane Tang and Gong Zun looked at each other in dismay. In the end, Xanatang facepalm. Ning Huan didn't tell you to use props. It depends on settlement of your contractor. To ease his mental instability. But I'm happy to help. But I don't seem to know what to do. The contractors have awakened psychic abilities. Just try to surround Xingfeng with your mental energy. He can find comfort in it. Release spiritual energy. Ning Huan still had a blank look on his face. Xingfeng directly grabbed Ning Huan's hand. Find a quiet place to rest. Just stay by my side. Release spiritual energy. Aura, or whatever. Take your time to learn it well. Found a quiet corner on the beach. Ning Huan checked the contractor's information. And regarding the methods to appease the contracted party, the easiest one to understand is to keep Oni's emotions in a gentle state, and in turn affect those around them. Huan held Xingfeng's hand. Imagine them on a vacation, in a relaxed environment. The birds are singing and the flowers are fragrant. The mountains are clear and the waters are beautiful. Xingfeng was drawn into that state of mental energy. I just feel completely relaxed, both physically and mentally. Extremely comfortable. Gradually, a comfortable and joyful expression appeared on his face. Gong Zun and Xanatang exchanged a glance. Is the effect really this good? Otherwise, why don't you give it a try? Zane Tang is curious after all. And grabbed Ninghuan's other hand. Feel the soothing power of being comforted by a contractor. Huan opened his eyes for a moment when he got close. When I saw it was Zane Tang. No need to be so dramatic. If you take the money, you better do the job right. So he didn't resist either. Just consider it as comforting to patients in need of treatment. Zane Tang was immersed in that spiritual state not long after. His face showed an expression quite similar to Xingfeng's. Gong Zun looked utterly astonished. Is it really that amazing? Is the mastermind still as formidable as ever this time? The match is spot on. It made him feel a bit itchy with desire. Want to give it a try and see how it feels. About half an hour later, Gong Zun discovered something upsetting. These three actually fell asleep. Never heard of that. Whose contractor is comforting their contracted partner? You can still sleep, you know. And even brought their partner to sleep together like that. The adjutant who had handled Thailand affairs came looking for him. I want to report the situation to their Major General Tang. Then I saw Gong Gunshus, their family's young generales lying on the ground. Don't argue, go do your own thing. Young Master Zhang is resting. The adjutant scratched his head. Young Master Gong, many of our warriors are injured. Could you please do me a favor? Use the right medicine when it's needed. Don't be such a cheapskate. Save it for later. He pulled a box out of his spatial storage. There are probably hundreds of doses of the medicine. Here you go. Thanks for your hard work. Thank you, young Master Gong. Take for free but dare not. In a bit, I'll have the guy send you some gifts in return. Wait. The aura around Xanatang finally settled down. It's already been 3 hours. Gong Zun carefully listens to his surroundings. Xingfeng's status. It seems to have been extremely well soothed. At this point, even if he's completely wasted, it's no big deal. Who doesn't know? Xingfeng didn't find a suitable contractor to pair with. All these years, I've been suppressing upgrade of my superpowers. This will finally soothe these long-suppressed issues. Ning Huan is really amazing. Xingfeng woke up feeling completely refreshed. Opening my eyes, my vision is crystal clear. Not a trace of agitation remained. Feeling great. It's so wonderful that words can't describe it. No wonder those Aggies with contracts, they all spoil me so much. Such a precious existence. Of course, she should becherished like a precious jewel. Xing Feng looked gently at the center. Ning Huan is clearly such a delicate woman. It actually brought her such a huge surprise. This doting gaze. Gong Zun got goosebumps all over from watching it. He's tired, let them rest properly. I'll find a place to chill out. Gong Zun quickly stopped him, saying, don't. Everyone knows that the Jinji period is very dangerous. You'd better wait for Ning Huan to wake up before taking action together. But she's pregnant. Pregnant women are more vulnerable. I'm afraid Jinji won't have time to take care of her. I'm still here. He's watching over me. I don't want anything to happen to you. Being targeted by Yordam Xing family old man. Little Snake Ming Huan suddenly woke up with a start, staring blankly at the sky, dumbfounded for several seconds. Ning Huan, you're awake. Xing Feng helped her sit up. The attitude is incredibly gentle. Ming Huan, however, was feeling a bit impatient. I just dreamed that little snake got hurt. I'm going to find him. Gong Zun curled his lips in disdain. He already abandoned you. Why are you still worrying about that snake? Impossible. The little snake won't abandon me. 3 months on the island. He was practically guarding every step of the way. Otherwise, why would I go through so much trouble to get all this food to feed myself? As they were speaking, a loud noise suddenly came from a certain direction in the distance. The roar of the star beast. There's also a type of howling. Ning Huan's eyes lit up. Snakey's quick, quick, quick. Over there to find him. Gong Zun refused. Ning Huan doesn't count on him anymore. Looking eagerly at the side, Xing Feng, who had just received his help. Can you give me a ride there? I can send you lots of little gifts. Xing Feng sighed. Don't worry, I'll take you there. Zane Tang opened his eyes. I saw Ning Huan board Xing Feng's mecha. You handle the matters in your Zane Tang Island. I'll accompany Ning Huan for the trip. After saying that, Xing Feng has already taken Ning Huan away in the mech. Gong Zun narrowed his eyes. I miss Zane Tang. I know about the baby in Ning Huan's belly. Which shameless bastard did this? Who is the beastman? Zane Tang is speechless. Ning Huan got pregnant in the Beastman planet. The kid's father is an ORC. Is this normal? Gong Zun leaned in and whispered a few words into his ear. Zane Tang was stunned. After a long while, he frowned. I've never seen beastly behavior like little snakes. So then, we just ignored that shameless bastard earlier. Ning Huan's constantressence reminded him. Gong Zun squinted his eyes, watching Theka motion not far away. Zane Tang, I'll verify what you said. Busy talking, Gong Zun took out his shiverboard and chased after them. It turns out martial ode came suddenly today. It was all for those talisman papers that Enjan Foon was selling online. Because the Clear Mind Talisman and Calming Spirit Talisman are quite effective. He submitted a special application. Join forces with several other marshals together. Request the mainframe to look up Ning Huan's identity. He hopes Ning Huan can become a supplier for the military. The young girl also wants to contribute her share to the country. But his abilities are limited. At most, I can only draw 300 talismans a day even if I push myself to the limit. In the end, both sides came up with a good way to take on disciples. But after all, third of metaphysics. It also takes talent to cultivate. Therefore, Ning Huan decided not to stand on ceremony. Whether it's a contractor or a regular person. As long as you have a talent, I'll teach you. The day before New Year's, Marshal Ode suddenly posted a message on Starnet. The military department is openly recruiting a batch of apprentices. As soon as this news came out, instantly set the whole internet on fire. Netizens are enjoying their yules below with great relish. The entrance test is to draw a pattern in one stroke. And the money you earn after completing your studies, donate half of it to charity. But Marshal Odd paid no attention to any of it. Just have someone be in charge of checking those uploaded challenge videos. Ning Huan didn't give a damn about them at all. The Mystic Path sect believes Sevridha and revolves around fate. This time, he's cooking Yupa feast at his island villa. The last day of this year. He wants to prepare a lavish reunion dinner. The people here. It seems there's no concept of mandatory family reunions during the spring festival. Xing Feng didn't understand though. Very cooperative. While assisting Ning Huan in making lanterns, Ning Huan realized once again that she was developing feelings. Learn a new skill. He can draw out the pheromones from the maple tree, turned into a tiny fire sprite the size of a palm. And these little fire creatures actually have self-awareness. Ning Huan made him do whatever. He does whatever he wants. Gong Zun saw this scene. My eyes are about to pop out. Then Ning Huan followed suit. Once again, the violent electro-element on Xing Feng's body turned into a little thunderbolt to lure it out. The Duke was Amazettoned, full of praise. After wandering the deserted island for several months, Ning Huan, this woman seems to have awakened something. Amazing switch. You can always find these weird and bizarre things. Xing Feng was the quickest to accept. In his heart, what Ning Huan can do is impressive. Every word and action offers seems adorable to him. After searching for a while, Hugh is speechless. Wake up already. You damn simp. At Ning Huan and those elemental sprites, having a blast together, Zane Tang and Yatu arrived at the island one after another. Finally made it to the last dinner of the year. When the group saw the 10 dishes on the dining table, their eyes lit up. 5 people and a snake, delighted to enjoy a rare and sumptuous meal. During, Ning Huan added each of their husband's favorite dishes. Husbands also return the favor. Pick out what Ning Huan likes and add it for him. The atmosphere was nothing short of joyful and harmonious. After eating and drinking to one's heart's content, Ning Huan needs to comfort Yatu. Just because of his violent temper, it's our disturbing to leak out. Yata glanced at Ning Huan's belly. Dodge straight back. I don't need to hold back. Yatu, are you even a man? I'm not even scared of you. What the hell are you dawdling for? Ming Huan's figure darted past, appeared by his side, grabbed his hand directly. As the psychosynergy was unleashed, the violent energy in his body gradually calmed down. He instantly felt like Hugh was floating on cloud 9. After this round of appeasement ends, Yata couldn't fall asleep. Ming Huan had already fallen asleep. Xing Feng gently carried him back to the room. Yata scratched his head. The one you like? How did he become like this? So amazing. Awakening the contractor symbolist naturally makes a difference. Among the few of us, only your contract agreement is left to be submitted. If the higher-ups aren't willing to give up the contract soon, sign it as soon as you agree. Transfer the assets that rightfully belong to Ning Huan to his name. Yatu watched as Xing Feng carried the person away. It took a long while to snap out of it. Not why. It was his arrangement. Is it possible for the latex immersto surpass the old-timers? Tang Zheng gave him a sidelong glance. He understands women's shirts the best. Ning Huan is now closest to him. I already called you Big Bro Shin. The 3 of us old folks still call each other by our full names. Gong Zun turned on the computer and continued to handle his tasks. The ears were perked up. Yata pouted at Gong Zun. Say something, will you? Our relationship with Ning Huan wasn't great before. Xing Feng accused the 3 of us of also being responsible. It's our own fault for failing to get close to Ning Huan. Forget it, the contractor makes me feel too at ease. I didn't care about it before, so let's just drop it. But if he dares to send gifts to other men again in the future, I'm going to get angry. How to get angry? Hey I've learned my lesson. If a woman puts in airs with you, then convince him. If at first you don't succeed, try and try again. Just make sure he's to Toretto think about anyone else. The T in Wu Gong Gukshan and Zane Tang's mouths spurted out in unison. Who did you learn from? My second brother said. Thick-skinned enough. Persuasion is all you need. Gong Zun and Zanatang exchanged a glance. Can that guy's so-called experience actually be useful? Zane Tang endured it. Hey, got goods. Share a bit. Not Yatu, he just glanced at the two of them. Although weary old acquaintances. But my second brother said. He shared his experience with me. At least wait until I'm asleep before teaching it to you. Otherwise, I'd be at a loss. Old man Qi never expected Ning Huan's ability. He smiled meaningfully. All right then, waiting for your good news. We'll learn from you when you succeed. Ning Huan, who had drifted off to dreamland, had no idea. At this moment, her three husbands already have the grand goal of persuading her. The next day, Ning Huan woke up. Just saw Xing Feng sleeping quietly not far from the bed. Looks more gentlemanly. Just looking at it brightens my mood by a notch. Recently, Xing Feng's performance. Ning Huan is very satisfied. The closest couple. A heartless lover might still treat you with the utmost care. When you were pregnant, he took care of you in every way. If the relationship is bad, it's already pretty good that Z's isn't fooling around outside to provoke you. Still expecting me to hand over half my property to you? Still so considerate and caring. Unexpectedly, the Grufad just finished breakfast. Marshal Ode hurried over in a rush. Ling Feng is in trouble. Originally, the plaintiff the marshal's assistant. Suddenly, huge number of star beasts appeared. The reason is over there. The contractor of a Major General is pregnant. She's also pregnant with a supernaturally gifted baby. The situation on the front lines is urgent right now. He wants to invite Ning Huan to go with him and stake my life on it. I will absolutely guarantee his safety. No way, all forest bands said in unison. That look. It's like they're about to poke several holes through the marshal. However, this battle. Xing Feng and Zane Tan must join the battle. But the two of them are now at the breaking point of Jinji. He could be killed in battle at any moment. If it weren't for Ning Huan helping to calm things down on the side, most likely a narrow escape from death. Ning Huan weighed Thepros and cons repeatedly. In the end, I agreed to go and help. Several husbands disagreed. Don't worry, I have a way to ensure safety. In the end, the last few fought a bloody battle. Just drove away hundreds of star beasts. At the last moment before fleeing, the leading shadow bust glared at Ning Huan with hatred. At first glance, it's clear she's holding a grudge against him. In this battle, Ning Huan came to a profound realization. To live safely in this world, we must hurry and help our own contracted partner. Improve your skills. Even Yatu, who originally just wanted to slack off for life, also came to his senses. Must work hard to cultivate Jinji. Only then can it truly be the protection of Ning Huan. So for the next 10 days, a family of several members stays indoors without stepping outside, locked in their rooms, each honing their skills. 10 days later, Xing Feng's lightning-based ability reached level 5, successfully leveled up to 6. Peak Zane Tang's fine supernatural ability has successfully reached level 6. Gong Zun and Yatu's strength has also improved. Ning Feng saw that Ning Huan had worked hard for them for some time. Suggest taking her out for a walk. Enjoy a picnic. Just as the group was having a great time, a soft, delicate female voice interrupted their tender moment. This is what we talked about in the last episode. The daughter of the Lan family head, Lan Yelling, had always coveted Xing Feng. The woman immediately confronted Ning Huan as soon as she approached. I want to be Xing Feng's perfect match. Have a child with him to pass on those excellent genes. I can ignore the contractual relationship. It completely shattered Ning Huan's worldview. Having kids these days. Can you really just lay out your conditions so openly like this? just for the superior genes. He thought they were in it for love. Turns out, they were after the genes. In the end, he was still too shallow. Xing Feng obviously refused it without a second thought. Who wants to have kids with this crazy woman? I'd rather have a child with Ning Huan if I'm gonna have one. Lan Yuck-ling saw this. He used the newly developed medicina from the Lan family as a bargaining chip. If Xing Feng doesn't agree, the Lan family will not provide potions to their army. Ning Huan doesn't want to talk anymore. He doesn't seem to have a firm stance. Ling Feng, you sure you want to reject it like this? Sure, definitely. Make sure to leave before then. Lan Yuling glared at Ning Huan indignantly. Bitch, just you wait. Don't worry, take care of her. Xing Feng calmly patted Ning Huan's hand. Calmly said. Blue Moonheart had already told him about this matter in advance. Just the Lan family. He didn't take it to heart. Just didn't expect it. Lan Yuling, that woman is so shameless. They actually came right up to them and threatened them. At this moment, Gong Zun lazily spoke up to think of a solution. Get a few new potions over here. Let me analyze and study it. Give me some time. Probably able to make a similar potion. Holy shit, Minghuan widened his eyes and stared at Gong Zun. You're that amazing, huh? Of course. Gong Zun isn't just talented in potion making. He's also really impressive replication research. Otherwise, how could he have become famous at such a young age? He has broken the monopoly of many greedy individuals. Scheming Ning Huan looked at Gong Zun with eyes full of admiration. Feeling the admiration of the young girl, Gong Zun felt it for the first time. My own skill seemed pretty decent. Yet at this moment, everyone was still unaware. It's this woman. They almost caused the whole family to suffer a huge loss. Ning Huan even vomited blood and fell unconscious because of this. The little snake also had to reveal its identity prematurely in order to save them. Sent back to Thyround Dimension. World's girl transmigrates to a star era with more men than women. Starting off with 5 handsome and gorgeous husbands. Right now, Ning Huan is happily having a picnic in the countryside with her husbands. I didn't expect to just put caught pheasant into the pot. A familiar cry echoed through the sky. The shadow beast that escaped earlier, bringing a whole bunch of star beasts along again. The husbands quickly took in a protective stance, blocking Ning Huan behind him. Zane Tang boarded the mecha. A message was also sent to the military district. Xing Feng also took out the mecha. Let Ning Huan and Yachigong Zun go back first. Ning Huan was pulled the mecha by Gong Zun. Without another word, he immediately headed straight for the military district. That shadow beast saw Ning Huan run away earlier. He immediately called upon his kin to chase after them. This time, there's only one goal. Catch this woman. Kill Xing Feng. They look at the starbeast with such clear purpose. Go all out. Start by drastically alerting the quantity first. With the help of the heavenly thunder talisman given to him by Ning Huan, Xing Feng was king among the star beasts. Zane Tang followed those in charge of the execution. Xu Xing was originally chasing that shadow beast at the very front. Looking back suddenly, found out about my underling. Suddenly, there were only about a dozen left. His eyes instantly turned red with rage. Give up the chase right now. Ning Huan brought along those higher-level star beasts, counterattack Xing Feng. The two of them fought while leading them away. Yatu was called by Xing Feng to protect Ning Huan. He immediately flew toward the military district. Suddenly, realized there was still a huge swarm of star beasts ahead. Holy shit! When did they become so sneaky? They actually split into two groups to attack right from the start. At this moment, the surrounded Ning Huan and Gong Zun were also at a complete loss. Gong Zun unleashed his based superpower. Freeze those star beasts. Then it shattered. Not long after, they've patched things up again. I'll blast Yatu with a fireball, directly summoning some low-level star beasts. Turned into gas and evaporated. Instantly, he became thetarget of public criticism. The star beasts all fired beams at him. Gong Zun kept summoning shields to block for him. Ning Huan suddenly heard a faint cry from a starry beast. As if conveying some kind of message, Zhu told him the other party was no ordinary person. He grabbed Gong Zun's hand. "There's a little starry beast over there. He's the leader. Is there a way to kill him?" Following the directioning Huan pointed to, Gong Zun saw a starry beast as big as his fist. Only one eye is hidden right in the center. Ning Huan pulled out a talisman. "This explosive talismantium's useful to me. See if we can get that thing on it. I'm in charge of setting off the explosion." Gong Zun is numb, don't even want to complain. But he really no-show to get things done. Condensed an ice-powered flying bird with psychic abilities. Then let that flying bird carry the explosive talisman over. Ning Huan stared in surprise at the flying bird. Vanished into thin air. It turns out they were in stealth mode. Shh, it's a secret. Don't say he's impressed by this young master in front of him. Got to know someone new again. Cunning moved with his fingertips. A surge of spiritual energy was sent over. Detonate the talisman. With a tremendous applause and sound, that swarm of star beasts burst into a dazzling display. Shattered afterwards. Those fragments stopped moving. No more desperate struggles. Sticking together makes you question life. Look at the bomb site. Then take a look at Ning Huan beside you. Not scientific, his sweep and superpower. Not even as light as one of Ning Huan's talismans. His male ego took a hit. Ning Huan giggled. Seems pretty impressive. But before the Tuckowl even celebrate, the sky suddenly darkened. Ning Huan raised her eyes to gaze at the distant horizon. This time, the sky was just visible. A crack was torn open, 10 times wider than the last one. An enormous dark red claw slowly extended. "Goddamn humans, how dare you kill my son?" Ning Huan's heart skipped a beat. A sense of foreboding loomed in my heart. Gong Zun, can the starry sky beast speak human language? Natural talent is good. Peak condition at the 8th level. Or even a 9th tier star beast might be able to speak human language. Just see if they're willing to open up and communicate. That gigantic starry beast swooped down, directly landing at the spot where Reth explosive talisman detonated. Amidst a pile of fragments, found a small fragment that just happened to cover the eyes. Ning Huan irritably ran his fingers through his hair. Did we mess up? Killed a juvenile 9th tier star beast. We should be proud. They have no idea how many of us they've killed. How many babies born with supernatural abilities were cruelly devoured by them. Ying Huan quickly calmed down. Take out 3 explosive talismans. Follow the same method. Let the iceberg go invisible and get close. Wait until the critical moment when the star beast saves its young. Charge forward immediately and detonate it. With a loud bang, the explosion went off. Damn the furious star beast. Suddenly, a fan-shaped beam of light shot out. Gong Zun was taken aback. Damn, no one told him. High-level star beasts can pull off a move like this. Ning Huan immediately grabbed Gong Zun. A figure flashed by. Disappeared on the spot. Gong Zun's mech was sliced clean in half. Ning Huan Yatu saw this scene. Furious to the point of boiling with rage. Go to hell. His mech suit enveloped him. Cloaked in flames like a fireball, it charged straight at the star beast. The starry beast disdainfully flicked its tail. As a result, Yatu's flames pierced through his tail, right on him. Burned a charred, bloody hole through it. The severely wounded starbeast flew into a complete rage. Gritting his teeth, Hoin lashed a beam of light. The shot hits Yatu's mech right in the chest. Ning Huan immediately unleashed these datated to spirit talismans. The separation fell upon Yatu and that starry beast. A woo! The void beast let out a mournful cry, screaming and collapsing with a thud. He died with his eyes wide open, unable to rest in peace. Why are the humans who should have been shot dead still alive? He ended up killing himself. Ning Huan suddenly spat out a mouthful of blood. Then he immediately telephased out cold. Gong Zun held him, his heart burning with anxiety. Yatu was dumbfounded when he came to his senses, realizing I wasn't dead after all. Yatu, come here quickly. Hurry back to the military zone. Yatu saw Ning Huan with bloodstains on his body. Instantly panicked. Immediately bring Bothoff them onto the mech. Rush to the military district at top speed. Medical department. The dean quickly gave Ningwen a full body examination. Luckily, he was just mentally exhausted. The body is fine for now. What's going on? What did he do? Gong Zun had already given it careful thought before this. Talismans and stuff like that, of course, can't be mentioned. So he just said Hugh's teleportation magic. Then you guys were really careless. How can you take a pregnant woman out for an adventure? Gong Zun couldn't help but smile bitterly. They never would have thought. I can't believe we ran into a high-level star beast, and even managed to escape from the jaws of a 9th-tier star beast. Survived. The price was Ning Huan being injured and falling unconscious. The usually lively Yatu was now silent, just holding Ning Huan's hand. Lowered his head. Ning Huangsing Feng and Zhang Tan rushed back one after the other. I rushed over to see Ninghuan without a second thought. Gong Zun told the whole story without leaving anything out. They talked about their return to the military district. Was there no one to meet you on your way back? Didn't run into you. Xing Feng's face darkened instantly. Damn it. Ming Mingleriety made arrangements. Our own team is responsible for meeting Ning Huan halfway. Make sure he can return safely to the military district. Watching him, I'll gotta take care of some things. Xing Feng walked out with a dark expression. Tang Zheng glanced at Gong Zun. I'll go take a look too. To prevent him from acting too impulsively, Gong Zun narrowed his eyes. Although Xing Feng didn't say it, but he had already figured it out. It seems this planet really isn't safe. Martial Ord's premises or whatever. Not that reliable either. When Xing Feng found his own team, they're getting along really well with the team. And on the judging panel off the arena sat him. On regular days, there were opponents and that woman Len Yulin. Now, what else is there for him not to understand? He extended his right hand. In full view of everyone, gathered into a massive thunderball. Then he swung the thunderball towards the judges' panel. The 3 judges on the panel couldn't dodge in time. Got struck so hard it turned into an afro. Lan Yulling was so angry her face turned green. The teammates from his squadron up to pair up with them. Now I get it. It turned out to be the person he had sent back to deliver the message. I'm completely baffled by this woman Lan Yulling. As a result, none of the team members received the message. Xing Feng, I'm going to sue you. You actually attacked a woman. Clearly, you're trying to kill me. You schemed to knock out my deputy captain. And you deliberately backed my teammates. Isn't it just trying to kill my contractor? Just in time for this conspiracy. I also want the military to give me an explanation. Lan Yulling retorted with a face full of anger. Nonsense. I have no idea what you're talking about. I just can't bear to see the Zoldiers on the battlefield suffer. The cooperation you don't want. I'm still angry though. But we still have to give the others a chance to make amends. What's the truth? There will naturally be an investigation team to look into it. But what happened today? You intend to harm my family's pregnant contractor. We're not done with this matter. What about the other 2 people acting as judges? I'm not willing to take the blame for this. Star Peak. I was just invited by Miss Lam to be a judge. Don't paint everyone with the same brush. We're just doing it for the Legion's potion supply. Accompany Miss Lan to discuss the collaboration. Showing his sincerity, Xing Feng stared coldly at Lan Yulin. My contractor. If there's any damage, you will surely pay tenfold for your sins. Otherwise, all right. Xing Feng, upside down. A murderous gas enveloped Lan Yulin. He couldn't resist at all. Soon, Nem Chan Yuk Ling couldn't withstand the pressure anymore. A mouthful of blood couldn't be held back, and came spurting out, kneeling on both knees on the ground. Xing Feng, are you out of your mind? How dare you lay a hand on a woman? Captain, stop now. Don't be angry, let's talk it out. The people around are going crazy with anxiety. Helplessly, Xing Feng had already activated the lightning-based supernatural storm, enveloping him and Lin Yuling within. A quick-witted one among them. Hurry up and go to the medical department to find Ning Huan. Gong Zun hard about this situation. A pair of phoenix eyes darkened. Ning Huan was left unconscious by Lin Yuling's harm. How to comfort him? What should we do then? Keep going like this. If our team loses Contraland kills Lin Yulin, wouldn't they be severely punished? Dazed and confused, Ning Huan caught a few words here and there. Unbelievably woke up like a miracle. Xing Feng went to find him. Gong Zun immediately done disto his intention, holding her horizontally in his arms, rushing to the scene. The dense electro-element rages violently. Ming Huan suddenly opened his eyes. Just saw Xing Feng's eyes turn red with anger. I'm about to lose control. Big Bro Xing reached out his hand. Mental energy was also released outward. A breath of fresh air enveloped Xing Feng. Wake him up. He disdainfully threw thinnerly suffocating Lan Yuling away. The redness in the ice receded like the tide. He strode over Toning Huan's side. What brings you here? How are you feeling? Tired as hell, but you can't kill anyone. Alright, I won't kill. I just hate that woman for trying to kill you. Just trying to scary him a little. I still have to take care of you and the kids. How could I do it for such a scumbag? Ruin one's own life. Lan Yuling was so angry her chest heaved violently. Xing Feng swear I'll make your life a living hell. He bit his lip hard. A trace of resentment flashed in his eyes. Then he just flopped flat on the ground. Passed out. Miss Lan, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Send them to the medical department for treatment. Miss Lan is a genius pharmacist. Can't let anything go wrong. Xing Feng, you've gone too far. You love hearing the sound of their voice. Actually took pleasure in others' misfortune. This guy is dressed in full military uniform, but licking up to outsiders. Martial law. Where is it? I want to see Ning Huan. Hey, girl, I'm here. How are you? Marshal Ode hurried over. No one died, see? Finally breathed a sigh of relief. Marshal Lan Yulin has taken a liking to my contracted partner Xing Feng. Rejected by Xing Feng. Love turns into hate. Targeting us. If I were injured and unconscious during that time, your military district dares to be causing off the new drug developed by Lan Yulin. It's unfair to punish Xing Feng. From now on, this military district is on my blacklist. After giving his instructions, Ning Huan couldn't hold on any longer. Passed out again. Xing Feng immediately took the person back to the hospital. But not long after, the military sent Pli to arrest Xing Feng. After Lan Yulin's improved potion spread far and wide, a considerable portion of the military already leans towards him. Zhang Tang blockade the hospital room door. Argue the basis of reason. They absolutely refused to let them in. Seeing both sides at daggers drawn, Marshal Odd pulled the leading Admiral Lot aside. Quietly tell the other person, Ning Huan is the creator of the Pure Heart Talisman. Moreover, although the Lan family promised to sell the improved potion, but not to mention the price is expensive. When the supply increases later on, they will definitely limit the quantity. After calculating, it's still not as cost-effective as buying Ning Huan's talisman paper. To resolve this matter, we should start with the Lan family. General Lot was taken aback, finally figured it out. In the end, he took his men and pulled out. On the other side, Xing Feng was still blaming himself endlessly. I didn't protect Ning Huan well enough. The good Dean said Ning Huan is fine. Take a break and you'll be back on your feet in no time. Sure enough, the few of them were discharged from the hospital and returned home. Zhang Mingguan immediately opened his eyes. Several husbands were happy at the same time. I also feel the pressure is overwhelming. Their contractors so damn strong. How can I become stronger so won't be laughed at? Even weaker than your own contractor. Except for the carefree Edu, who was all cheers. Great, Ning Huan, you're amazing. You woke up so quickly. The other three looked grim. Wait for Ning Huan to drink a bottle of high-grade nutrient solution. After falling asleep again, Feng sat by the bedside. Looking at his serene face, he sighed quietly. The contractors so damn strong. He inexplicably felt a sense of unease. Others don't know. That high-level star beast was indirectly killed by him. But those few of them knew. The Starbeast clan will inevitably come back for revenge against Ning Huan. With their current strength as a team of 4, I have no confidence at all that I can definitely protect him. The next day, Ning Huan was awakened by the noisy sounds. The courtyard was packed with over 100 people. Xing Feng and the other 3 were confronting them. It turned out Tobe that Starbeast. They took more than 1,000 women hostage, forcing the demon cloud Galaxy to hand over Ning Huan and Gong Zun, because they killed the prince off the Starbeast clan yesterday. King Kui and his son. Ning Huan took a deep breath. Quickly gather your thoughts and step out. General Lot looked at him with regret. To be honest, Ning Huan, I don't want you to step in. But if you don't show up, the Starbeast killed those women. They're matched partners. The contracted party must hold a grudge against you. Xing Feng and the other 3 can't protect you. Even if the 4 of them put all their family's resources into it. Not possible either. Ning Huan could certainly imagine the consequences. At this moment, his communicator also rang. It's Duan Qinji. He answered the call. Just look at Tarot Planet. Those over 1,000 trapped women. They huddled together in small groups, sticking close to one another. Ning Huan, I beg you. Save us. We are all innocent. Duan Qinji cried with tears streaming down her face like pear blossoms in the rain. Yet the heart flickers. So excited, how can you still be bouncing around? Clearly, you're the one who pushed me into the water. The murderer who colluded with human traffickers to harm me. Ning Huan, what nonsense are you talking about? You can't just try to save your own skin. Just slander me like that, huh? Even if you don't save me. Nor can we stand by and watch other innocent sisters suffer. Because of your sins, you'll die. If the prince house lays the Starbeast, if this counts as our sin, then I admit it. But Duan Qingian, you keep screwing me over again and again. Do you think I let you off easy? Listen up, you beast from across the way. Kill this woman. I'll step forward to exchange her for the safety of those 1,000 women. Everyone was dumbfounded. This is just agreeing. Some women saw Ning Huan's appearance through the optical brain. Especially his conspicuous luck. Originally, I was desperate to call for help. But at this moment, many of them cried watching Ning Huan's luck run out. What crime is the Rin killing a Starbeast? The guilty ones are those beasts who want to invade them. Duan Qinji's face turned ashen. Ash stared at Ning Huan on the screen. How dare he drag me down with him? Damn bitch, do it. Kill this woman who has screwed me over so many times. I'll accept your terms in exchange. Min Huan was never some kind of saint. After being repeatedly victimized, still counting on sacrificing to save your enemy. Dream on. The leading Starbeast. A claw pierced straight through Duan Qinji's chest, crushed his heart on the spot. Ming Huan gave a cold glance and then looked away. Go stand where my King Ku is killed and wait for me. No other superhumans are allowed. I immediately brought me kin to see you. Let go of these useless people. Ning Huan can't possibly go alone. His contracted partner lives and dies with him. Xing Feng tightly gripped Ning Huan's hand. Swear Gong Zun did not hesitate to step forward. Then it's Yatu and Zhang Tang. The star beast across from them glanced at the four of them. He scoffed coldly, rushing to their doom. Of course, I can help you. They dropped their space button. No weapons allowed. I allow you to accompany to our deaths. Feng Feng took off the space button on the spot. Hand it over to Marshal Odd. Marshal, please pass this in to my parents for me. Please forgive me for being an unfilial child. Marshal Odd took a deep breath. Let General Lot pass it on. If I hadn't invited Ning Huan over to help calm down the superhumans, nor would there be the current situation today. Can't protect you for life. I can accompany you all to face death together. The marshal's expression changed, and the others all turned pale. Min Huan was exhausted by the marshal. There's no need for you to be like this. I'll go by myself. Marshal Odette forced a bitter smile. I won't keep you company. I can't face living this life anymore. Don't even bother trying to talk Xing Feng and the others out of it. Accompanying their contracted partner. To live and die together is their sacred duty. Both of Yin Huashan's were grabbed. Xing Feng caught one. Gong Zun grabbed the other one. I think what matters is not what you think. We think it's fine ourselves. Zane Tang and the other two also took off their space buttons one by one. Handed over to General Lot. Tell my Tang family. The Tang family must become even stronger from now on. Sue me, bros. From now on, work hard to cultivate your superpowers. Don't wait until danger comes. I regret not being strong enough. General Lot twitched his mouth. Fucking hell. This is really frustrating. This makes him want to goggle those star beasts too. Arrived at the place where that star beast was killed yesterday. Ning Huan looked at the cunning snake in the communicator. Alright, we're all set. You saw that there wasn't a single Superman within 100 miles. Forgot about our fellow countrymen. I am the third prince of the star beasts. His Majesty doesn't even care about these people's lives. Wait for me, I'll be face-to-face with you very soon. The Emperor's emotions to the heavens. One claw tears through the sky. In less than 10 minutes. Just teleported over from another planet. He led over 100 star beasts. When it appeared above them, those crimson iceware filled with triumph, pride, and arrogance. Why don't you show us how it's done? How did you kill our clan's prince? As he spoke, a massive beam of light shot out. It sprayed down at them. 9th tier starbeast Marshallade saw this attack. His face turned pale. Instantly release a light shield to take Ning Huan away. He, without the help of mechas, just relying on that weak-ass power. Can you humans even take in a few of our star beasts? Obviously an inferior species. No, I have some brains. What gives you the right to dominate an entire galaxy? Marshal Ord is merely a 9th level light element ability user. How can we possibly withstand the attack of a 9th tier star beast? Ning Huan swiftly grabbed Xing Feng. The few of them held hands and teleported away from the spot. Probably brought too many people along. After being transferred 5 times, Ning Huan was drenched in sweat, breathing heavily. Xing Feng grabbed hold of him. Stop using your magic. The star beast was deliberately trying to wear us down. Ning Huan was really tired from leaning on him to catch her breath. But he wasn't working for free. Big bro Xing. Look ahead. That's the sea. Xing Feng was stunned. Looking up at it. 100 meters ahead lies a vast ocean. So Ning Huan is trying to escape by sea? Take me to the water's edge. I'm a bit tired. Can barely walk anymore. Xing Feng picked her up, walking confidently toward the seaside. What, you wanna drown together or something? Ning Huan, we're all gonna die anyway. Don't let the little one in your belly go to waste. Daijing gazed greedily at Ning Huan's belly. He felt an incredibly powerful innate ability. His skills acknowledged his abilities, might reach the peak of the 9th tier. At that moment, the little snake suddenly plunged into the sea with a splash. In no time, a massive golden serpent soared out of the sea. The mutated beast snorted. This prince isn't afraid of you lot. The magical cloud galaxy is just a bunch of mutated beasts, because the water mist was blocking the way. At this moment, Emperor King still hadn't gotten a clear look at Jinlong's appearance. Arrogant as ever, another beam shot over. The golden snake flicked its tail. The golden light shot out, hit the light beam head on. Gone with the wind, reduced to ashes. How is that possible? The attack beams off-tier Starbeast clan, but invincible. How could it possibly be offset? D. King looked at the Goldengiant snake in astonishment. Only then did I get a clear look at the other person's appearance. The contempt in his heart instantly flared up. Who the fuck knows? Ning Huan sighed. There's still such a powerful mutated beast. He still hopes he can evolve into a dragon god. Legend has it that all snakes, as long as you cultivate a sufficiently high level, there's a chance to transform into a dragon, breaking through the 9th tier limit, become a dominant for seeing one's own territory. He has been diligently cultivating for several hundred years. I don't know how much energy has been absorbed. This just broke through Thethris' hold of the 9th rank. Yet it never managed to go any further. This mutated beast, it actually already has the form of a dragon. The head hasn't fully transformed into a dragon's head yet. Given time, I'm afraid he might actually become a dragon. Emperor King watched with envy, jealousy, and resentment. How many years has been cultivating? Why don't I have it this kind of luck? Oh, a dragon's roar resounded across the heavens. The enormous golden dragon coiled around Ninghuan and the others with its massive body, opened a door to a hidden realm. The beast tribe of the starry sky will surely take revenge for this grudge in the future. Emotions surged straight down. I want to follow and enter that hidden realm. Ninghuan. They were led into a luscious, verdant, dense forest. The golden serpent transformed into a fleeting shadow. Ninghuan, take good care of my little one. I'll find a way to come back. Ninghuan widened her eyes in surprise, looking at the incredible handsome man in front of me. Holy shit, isn't thief from his dream? Is that the big bad wolf was always up to no good? So it really wasn't a dream. The baby in my belly is his. Ninghuan was completely stunned. A golden snake left a mark on Xing Feng's wrist. I trust your character. Take good care of mother and child. This is the mark Wu left for you. Although Xing Feng had guessed that the other party's identity was not ordinary, but I really didn't expect it to be like this. I swear on my life. This life, I'll protect her. Respect him, Ninghuan. Nameless cultivator Moonmarsh. After saying that, Shu Yu's was hit by a wave of the overwhelming force expelled from this plane. Before leaving, his gaze was still fixed on Ninghuan's face and stomach. Sorry, I can only entrust you to someone else. Ninghuan was dumbfounded for a long time. A name popped into me mind, Ninghuan. Shu Yu's probably isn't Sumiona from our plane of existence, so he has never been able to take on human form. Don't overuse his power either. Otherwise, he will be expelled from this plane even faster. Is it like the alternate universes in novels? How did Shu Yu come to this plane? Minhuan's mind, full of question marks, ultimately turned into a sigh. Forget it, they're already gone. Thinking about this won't do him any good. At least we know Woth Kid's father is. No wonder the little snake has been following me all along. So it was protecting its young. Ninghuan gathered her emotions. Then I met 5 pairs of concerned eyes. Hey, don't look at me like that. I'm actually doing pretty well. Marshall Odd patted him on the shoulder. No matter what's up with that guy. After all, he did save the lives of a few of us. Don't worry, kid. From now on, I'll protect you like my own daughter. Thank you, Marshall. At this moment, Ninghuan felt a burning sensation in his chest. He took out his necklace. It turns out the dolphin pendant was the one that was burning hot. At the same time, a cute voice came through. I can finally talk to you. I'm about to suffocate. Guide the girl to complete 100 good deeds. ended up transmigrating into an interstellar Beeson era where men outnumber women. From the very start, I had 5 handsome and charming husbands. What a shame, the eldest husband sacrificed himself to save them, sent back home by third-dimensional spacetime. Before leaving, they were packed off to a hidden realm. Before anyone could take a good look at their surroundings, the little dolphin on Ninghuan's neck suddenly jumped out, claiming to be third-dimensional trading device 0015. Can assist the host in trading with people from other dimensions. Earned area points. Not only can you purchase either items in the mall, the products on the table, it can even take the hosto travel to other dimensions. From then on, Min Huan lived with her for husbands. Take out one martial art. Started the outdoor life of leveling up and earning points by defeating monsters. This secret realm is like a bizarre and fantastical jungle world. A monstrous beast with almond-eating flower on its head. The big white rabbit holos to eat grilled meat. And there are wild ginsengroots that grow legs and run away. Minghuan and the others were pleasantly surprised to find the air here is not just clean, full of various rich cultivation elements. Even every part of various animals and plants is a treasure. Lean meat directly made into delicious food. The animal hide was skinadand made into clothing. Beast bones can be forged into weapons. At this moment, Gongzun proved to be extremely useful. No, you can help Ning Huan prepare the ingredients. She was also responsible for sewing animal hides into clothes for her to wear. Several men went out hunting. He stayed at home to work and protect Ning Huan. But one day, 2 women suddenly showed up. Gongzun just finished making the meat soup. Eyes gleaming. The soup smells so good. This big bro. Can you share some food with us sisters to try? In the cave, Ning Huan had just finished his cultivation. I heard the sound off fighting outside, standing on the side etching the show. Just then, 2 women with alluring figures appeared, trying to use seduction in exchange for meat soup. Gongzun glanced expressively. Sorry. I think my looks are way classier than both of yours. It's on another level. I don't communicate with low-class people, so as not to dirty me noble body. Ning Huan laughed so hard she spat out her drink. The 2 young ladies were so angry their faces turned green. Big bro, why so serious? Then I'll trade supplies with you. I still have a storage ring on me. It can hold quite a bit of supplies. Gongzun finally took a proper look at the other person. There's a lot of meat here. You can take half. The other party was clearly dissatisfied. Big bro, honesty is key in business. Let me be straight with you. I just want to exchange meat. Still want to replace those plants? Ning Huan was stunned. He actually took a liking to the plant he just listed on the cross-dimensional marketplace. That plant is just stripped from the beast with man-eating flower on its head. I thought it was just an ordinary plant from Capcom. Could there be other unknown special effects? Gongzun seems to have thought of this as well. Promise can be exchanged, but can only give the other party 5 plants. The beauty was furious. His storage ring has a capacity of 10 cubic meters. At the very least, we Avedo exchange for 30 plants. Upon hearing this, Minghuan eyes lit up. It's much larger than his current storage space. But the next second, just then, Gongzun's expression changed. He unleashed ice-based powers at the 2 women. Freeze them directly into snowmen. Then he collapsed on the spot. Ning Huan was dumbfounded. What's going on? Why did you suddenly start a fight? I told you to be careful, didn't I? Anyone who dares to walk in such a place is no pushover. Behind the tree, not far away, a woman walked out with a swaying, graceful demeanor. She just glanced at Gongzun. Then he walked towards those plants, obviously trying to take away the supplies. Ning Huan laughed in exasperation. I thought it was just a simple barter trade. I didn't expect the other side had already planned it all out. If you can't do it, just use Sexio Jin to rob and take him down. Zhao Jin is the same as the previous elemental sprite of gold. Ning Huan can transform their form with their mind. So he turned them all into little cats of different colors. That woman sensed danger, casually casting a protective shield. With a loud clang, Zhao Jin transformed into a sharp sword and pierced through that shield. The woman touched their pierced arm, fearfully looking at little Kim, who had turned back into a cat. And wait, how dare you do something so shameless in my territory? If you're genuinely willing to make a fair deal, then fine. How dare you rob me in broad daylight? A cold, stern woman's voice came through the air. But there wasn't a single soul in sight. Who's got the guts to fight me one-on-one? Hiding one's head and showing one's tail, what kind of game is that? You can't even beat my little pet. What right do ya have to yell at me? Ming Huan stealthily wailed up to Gong Zun's side. One only then did I see that he was poisoned. Gong Zun himself is Somi Anuho studies pharmaceuticals. If it wasn't for the colorless and odorless poison, there's no way he didn't notice. Ming Huan was very angry. The consequences are severe. He first slapped a purification talisman onto Gong Zun. Then he ordered the kid, shattered Thassa to ice sculptures, hand over the antidote. Otherwise, you'll end up just like them. The woman stared in horror as her companion was hacked to pieces. Turn around and immediate client to take away those plants. Run away directly. But the moment he started thinking, he jumped up. Pierce his other hand. Damn it, go to hell. The woman endured the pain as she pulled out something and threw it at the kid. Gong Zun instantly erupted in fury. Kick it back. There was a sudden loud noise from his body. That woman was blown to a crisp, her entire body charred black. Thunderbolt is a weapon from a certain leisure dimension. How did you end up here? You killed me. My master will never let you off the hook. Ning Huan was surprised. It seems his master is also the owner of the dimensional trading device, probably a very high level. And I know he's a newbie. So, it's because he sold 2 batches of that pig these past 2 days. The trouble that was stirred up. Give me the antidote or not. If I don't give it to you, then it loses its last bit of value. Ning Huan's voice was icy cold. I'll give you the antidote. You have to let him go. I can nod in agreement. The woman took out a medicine bottle from her storage ring. Ning Huan asked 0015 to run a check. After confirming it was the antidote, immediately administer medicine to Gong Zun. Tell me how the poison came about. Yes. It was researched and developed by my master's friend. You've used these methods to harm quite a few people before, haven't you? The woman fell silent for a moment. We never take lives. The host possesses the master of the dimensional trading device. It is strictly forbidden to actively kill enemies from other dimensions. This is strictly prohibited and against the rules. There will be very severe punishment. So, it's not good at all. Just to avoid getting punished, that's all. Engineering studies have also covered the issues within this. But what he cared more about were those plants. Why do you want those plants? These plants are useless to you. But for some people, it's a life-saving remedy. Our master wanted to collect them in order to save people. Then why not spend money to buy it? But wants to snatch it instead. The woman knows about this. Can't talk your way out of this. Just stay silent. Talk about the specific effects. I'll let you go on seeing done talking. The woman gritted her teeth in anger. After all, the will to live is stronger. Can stabilize the soul. Nourish the soul and strengthen the foundation. How to use it specifically, Shan Shu just found out. I don't know. Dan Shu is indeed the cream of crop in the cultivation world. Get lost, Gong Zun waved his hand dismissively. Turn someone into a lump of ice, then throw it out. After the ice mass shattered, the woman glared resentfully in the direction where Ning Huan and the others were. He spat fiercely onto the ground. Bitch, wait for me. But before he could finish speaking, the kid lunged forward and gave him a slap. Hey emph, someone promised to let him go. Those pets of their Sneever agreed to it. The woman fell to the ground with her eyes wide open in death. He doesn't belong to this plane. After death, the body instantly vanishes into thin air. Kicked out of the plane, Ning Huan thought more and more that these plants were not simple. He immediately took down the plant listed on the mall. The price has increased tenfold. The man negotiating with 0015 immediately flew into a rage. Originally, this person is the mastermind been sending people to rob Ning Huan. He was stalling for time be haggling with 0015. At the same time, they sent people to directly cross dimensions and go snatch it. Now, it's even better. Trying to steal a chickenly to end up losing the rice. At this moment, the man cowled only feel regret. I didn't buy everything at once before. And a few days later, Gong Zun was pleasantly surprised to discover those plants can actually absorb violent energy. If we make use of this plant, developed a better calming potion. Lan Yulin, that woman wanted to use it as leverage to threaten Xing Feng. That's it. Ning Huan thought happily. Gong Zun narrowed his eyes at him. You like Xing Feng? So you're so bothered by Lamuk Lam stealing your contract target? Ning Huan rubbed his nose and walked away. Big bro is so gentle and considerate. People definitely like it. A selfish and self-serving woman like Len Yuling. How could I ever be worthy of a good man like Brother Xing? But what kind of woman is truly worthy of Brother Xing? Gong Zun observed his expression, sighed inwardly. As expected, Ning Huanover even considered it. He himself was with these contracted partners of theirs. Maybe it doesn't matter whether it's Xing Feng or any of them. Have patience. Take it slow and steady. When Ning Huan had her first bout of morning sickness, finally realized mything was wrong. In the past, it was just disgusting for 3 seconds, and then everything will be fine. Now, the tears are streaming down from vomiting. At the same time, in different dimensions, Zuyue felt discomfort in her vagina. Open a mirror. All I saw was Ninghuan vomiting miserably. In the past, he bore all the pregnancy symptoms. Ning Huan was, of course, completely at ease. Now that she's no longer by my side, then she'll just have to bear all the consequences herself. Gong Zun immediately and thoughtfully brew over a glass of water. Let her rinse her mouth. Seeing this scene, a complicated expression flashed across Juyu's proud face. After a few seconds of silence, he threw the mirror back into the spatial device. In the evening, Ninghuan and Gong Zun, the four who went out hunting, still haven't returned after such a long wait. The two decided to go out and search. With Little Purple's help, the location of Xing Feng and Zhang Tang was quickly found. But at that time, only 2 women and 1 woman were seen, standing on a cliff. The clothes they wore didn't resemble Thosif, the citizens of the Demon Cloud Galaxy. Gong Zun used his psychosynergy to sense the surroundings. Discovered Xing Feng and the others were actually hiding halfway up the cliff. He transformed into an ice phoenix, wrapped the 3 potions inside, sneakily flying above the 3 of them before exploding. As a result, one of the Meanin Blue spread his fingers wide. In an instant, a barrier resembling that of a hydro element materialized. Gong Zun frowned. Looks like 3 poison potions were wasted. Kid and Little Gold, not very gracefully appearing in front of those 3. The other side acted as a formidable enemy. Come, they were actually from a race of Xia demons from another dimension, born with an innate fear of thunder and fire elements. And what Xing Feng obtained was the Thunder Spirit fruit. It can help them improve their physical condition. Success is within reach. It could even bring their bodies close to the royal family, no longer afraid of heavenly thunder. So that's why they're guarding the cliff. The kid was already fed up. The first to attack a woman. Sure enough, the barrier they set up held strong. Can't withstand electro attacks at all. In no time, the kid broke through the barrier. 2 claws slashed across the faces of 3 people. Fuck off, trying to steal supplies, then follow the rule of strong being supreme. You're trying to take by force just because you think you're stronger. Then we can crush you too. A cold, stern girlish voice came from midair. Yet the three of them couldn't see a single soul. The next second, they vanished from the spot. Gong Zun immediately went down the cliff to rescue Xing Feng and Zhang Tang. Both of them were badly injured. Zhang Tang also hurt his leg. But he was tightly clutching three thunder spirit fruits in his arms. Just because the Leeling fruit notably improves physical constitution, it also has life-saving effects for pregnant women. If a crisis occurs during production, Thunder Ling fruit replenishes the body's energy. You can have a baby smoothly. Not only are both mother and child safe and sound, it may also improve the physical health of both mother and child. Ning Huan listened to all this, looking at their battered and bruised bodies again. Tears uncontrollably down. What virtue or ability does she, Ning Huan, possess? Be good, don't cry. We still need you to calm us down. I can't afford to lose you, precious one. Why are you guys so nice? Minghuan looked at Xing Feng and Zhang Tang on their bodies, those slowly healing wounds. Crying while watching, Xing Feng helplessly wiped his tears for him. They just did what they were supposed to do. Looking for someone, silently taking care of these troublemackers who made the contractors cry. However, the warm moment between them didn't last long. The three guys who were just beaten and chased away actually came back for more.
How did you end up with my mom? We just broke up. And it turns out, you want to be my dad? I had just split with the most beautiful girl in our school, the campus belle, and the next second, I found myself being pursued by her mother. I thought she wanted to get revenge for her daughter, but she immediately pulled me along to get married. That very night, I even completed the super double. And what shocked me even more was that she was still a virgin. It turns out, the campus belle was just her adopted daughter. Now, as I look at my former girlfriend, the supreme campus belle, a cheeky smile appears at the corner of my mouth. Good daughter. I say, why don't you call me dad? It all started when my mom found out I'd broken up and forced me to go on a blind date. The location was the entrance to a luxurious villa. As soon as I walked in, I was captivated by a stunningly beautiful woman. Looking at her perfect figure, I was completely mesmerized. I swallowed hard, thinking this must be my future mother-in-law. If the mother-in-law is this beautiful, how much prettier must her daughter be? At that moment, the beautiful woman noticed me. You must be Jiang Cheng. Come, sit down, she said with a charming smile. I took a seat not far from her. She then proceeded to lay out 3 conditions that I couldn't possibly refuse. The first condition was a 5 million yuan dowry, a sports car, and a luxury villa. The second was to have a child within 5 years of marriage. And the last condition was a daily allowance of 500,000 yuan. Hearing this, I was so moved, I almost cried. How could I be so lucky to find such an amazing mother-in-law? Since you agree, let's go get our marriage license right now, she said. Auntie, isn't this a bit too soon? Even though I felt like I was being hit over the head with a pie from the sky, I managed to hold onto a shred of sanity. Why would something this good happen to me? Was she trying to harvest my kidneys? Seeing my nervousness, she changed the subject. My daughter is probably a year younger than you and goes to your university. I wonder if you've ever met her. She then took out a photo of her daughter and handed it to me. I froze when I saw the picture. Isn't this my ex-girlfriend, Liu Ruyan? I was dumbfounded. My blind date's daughter was my ex. Suddenly, I felt something was off. I quickly glanced at the contract. My face turned red with embarrassment. I'm so sorry, Auntie. I think there's a mistake. My blind date's name is Liu Ruyi, not Liu Ruyan. The woman simply smiled. That's right, I'm Liu Ruyi. The entire room went silent. I looked at Liu Ruyi, who was gazing at me with a soft, affectionate look, and I completely lost it. Auntie, please don't scare me, I stammered. I'm still young and can't handle this. Seeing my panicked reaction, Liu Ruyi laughed, covering her mouth. Who's scaring you? Is this so hard to believe? I was completely stunned. I immediately shot up from my chair, ready to make an excuse and slip away. Seeing my reaction, Liu Ruyi's lips curved into a wicked smile. Are you scared already? It seems you're not much of a man, little Jiang Cheng. Who says I'm not a man? I retorted. After all, who would have thought their ex-girlfriend's mother would come on a blind date with them? I swallowed hard. Auntie, my family's household registration book isn't. Before I could finish, Liu Ruyi took out 2 household registration books from her bag, one for me, one for her. At that moment, I wanted to cry. Mom, you've just sold me off. What's wrong, big brother Zhang Cheng? Don't you like me? Liu Ruyi fluttered her big, innocent eyes at me. Seeing the mature and beautiful Liu Ruyi in front of me, I felt my breathing quicken and a fire rising inside. Although she was 36, her skin was fair and delicate, and her figure was flawless. I took a deep breath to calm myself down. Auntie, I said, can you please tell me what's going on? Liu Ruyi smiled faintly and explained everything that had happened. It turned out that her grandfather and my grandfather had made a marriage pact. If their descendants had a child of the opposite gender, they would marry. However, it was unexpected that my mother's older brothers all passed away, and none of them had children, so the marriage pact was passed down to me. Even though I understood the history, I was still confused. But Auntie, with your status and position, you could find any man you want. Why me? Just because of a piece of paper? I don't believe a marriage pact could tie you down. Liu Ruyi chuckled and looked at me with an adorable expression. It's true. It's just because I really like you. Her words stunned me. She continued, the first time I saw you, you were 14 and I was 26. The moment I saw you, I fell for you. Do you know what it feels like to fall in love at first sight? Later, I met all kinds of people, but no one was like the 14-year-old you. I was filled with questions. I was just a kid when I was 14, right? But I had to admit, I'd been good-looking since I was a child. I know you might not believe me, she said. But do you remember that rainy day under the old locust tree? Her words made my eyes widen. That day, the big sister from that day was you? My mind raced. My parents were often away when I was a kid. One time, I was caught in a heavy rain and couldn't go home, so I ran to a big locust tree and cried. It was then that I met a big sister in a long dress. It was the first time I'd ever felt my heart beat for someone, but over time, I had forgotten what she looked like. I only remembered the feeling. Liu Ruyi reached out and gently ruffled my hair. Little silly, here's some candy for you. This action instantly brought back the entire memory and made me completely fall for her. So, are you willing to marry me now? She asked again. A smile appeared on my face without me even trying. Yes, I said. During my 4 years in college. I never lacked admirers, but my heart had always belonged to the person who came to me in the rain. Suddenly, another thought struck me. But Auntie, didn't you end up getting married and having a child? Liu Ruyi was taken aback for a moment. Then she laughed. Are you talking about my daughter, Liu Ruyin? I nodded. If you've always liked me, then why? I didn't finish the question. She smiled faintly. I dropped out of school and started working at a very young age. When I was 18, I met a little girl. She was so pitiful that I adopted her and provided for her education and everything, even to this day. It turned out Liu Ruyan wasn't her biological daughter after all. That made sense. Who would have a child at 14? With that misunderstanding cleared up, I smiled again. I'm so sorry, Auntie. I was just a little... She gently stroked my head. It's okay. I should have told you. Nobody wants there to be misunderstandings in a relationship. Looking at her, I couldn't help but feel that an older woman's love was just better. Liu Ruyi took my hand. Since you have no objections, let's go to the Civil Affairs Bureau now. Sitting in the luxury car, I felt like I was dreaming. We quickly registered and walked out. I looked at the marriage certificate in my hand, filled with happiness and excitement. What's wrong, Zhang Cheng? She asked. Nothing, Auntie. Let's go. Why are you still calling me Auntie? She said, sounding disappointed. I grinned, taking her hand. My beautiful wife, let's go now. Seeing me so bold. Liu Ruyi couldn't help but laugh. Who wouldn't be charmed by a 185 centimeters tall, youthful man like me? Remember the conditions I told you about before? She said, looking at me with affection. She then led me to the entrance of a luxurious villa. A man in his suit was already waiting there. His name was Libi, a real estate manager. He hadn't dared to stop for a second after getting the call from Liu Ruyi. He knew that if this deal went through, the commission alone would make him rich. Plus, Liu Ruyi was known as the most beautiful woman in Donghai. If he performed well today, he might even get to spend a night with her. Miss Liu, here is the contract. Everything is arranged as you requested, he said. Liu Ruyi stepped out of the car and walked over to me. Hubby, what do you think of the villa? Are you happy with it? Very happy. But you shouldn't have gone to all this trouble, I said. He, as long as my husband is happy, it's no trouble at all. Their conversation stunned Libi. He rubbed his eyes, looking at the young man standing next to her. Liu Ru was pursued by countless wealthy men, yet she was taken by this young man. He sighed. Why should anyone be surprised? He was born with a handsome face. I walked into the villa and found that it was fully furnished. It felt like a magnificent estate. Let's post something on social media to commemorate this, Liu Ruyi said, taking out her phone and snapping a photo of us. When the post went live, it caused an uproar in the city of Donghai. In a certain club, a man was drinking alone, his eyes filled with a sinister coldness. What's wrong, Fangge? Everyone's having fun, why are you so quiet? Before the person could finish, he was pulled aside by someone else. Didn't you read today's Donghai Daily? Liu Ruyi made it official. What? The person looked shocked. Fangge has been chasing her for so long, and she's made it official with someone else? Fang Tianshu couldn't take it anymore and punched the wall. Who is that guy? I've never heard of him. How dare an unknown nobody steal my woman? His eyes were filled with rage. He knew everything about Liu Ruyi, even her daily schedule, but this Jin Chang had appeared out of nowhere. Back at the villa, I looked at Liu Ruyi after she had posted the picture and swallowed hard. Just looking at her from behind was enough to make my heart race. I slowly reached out to wrap my arm around her waist, but she turned around and dodged me. What's wrong, my little guy? Are you in a hurry? She had seen right through me. I scratched my head, embarrassed. No, I just wanted to give you a hug. Liu Ruyi walked up to me with a mischievous look on her face. Just a simple hug? What else did you want to do after the hug? Nothing. Nothing at all. She pretended to be angry. I'm this beautiful, and you have no thoughts about me at all? Do you think I'm not pretty? No, I quickly explained, feeling like I was about to burst into tears from the pressure. I'm just so nervous. Seeing my flustered expression, she laughed triumphantly. She pinched my cheek. Oh, my little guy is so scared he's about to cry. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Then she walked to the bathroom door. But as punishment, you're not allowed to shower with me. With that, she went inside, listening to the sound of running water. All sorts of thoughts went through my mind. Oh no, if this goes on for a few days, I'm going to lose my mind. Should I try some traditional handwork? No, I have a wife now, I can't do that. But I just couldn't hold back. Just as I was trying to control myself, Liu Ruyi came out of the bathroom. She was wearing a high school uniform and a pair of black stockings that made me want to get a nosebleed. I couldn't take my eyes off her. Chang, why is your face so red? She asked, walking toward me with a whip in her hand. It's not, is it? I touched my face. It wasn't just red, it was burning hot. She bit her lip and gave me a seductive look. Jiang Cheng, aren't you going to come for class? Class? Before I could finish, she pulled me into the bedroom. After the intense battle, I lay in bed, drenched in sweat, but what made me truly happy was that Liu Ruyi really hadn't been with anyone before, as evidenced by a large patch of blood on the sheets. Just as I was feeling moved, I heard her voice. Okay, I'll take responsibility for you. She pulled out a bank card. This is a secondary card to my account. You can spend whatever you want. Looking at the card, I finally understood what it felt like to be a kept man with all the power. At the same time, a voice rang out in my mind. System activation successful. Host has successfully bound the Soft Rice King system. When the host's Soft Rice assets reach a certain amount, the system will automatically trigger a reward. Detected that the host's Soft Rice assets have exceeded 10 million yuan. Unlocking rewards for the host. Reward 1. Flawless, beautiful skin. Reward 2, a powerful, well-built physique. Reward 3, shares in the Gaofan group. I was stunned for a moment. Then my heart was filled with wild joy. I actually had a system, though the name Soft Rice King was a little strange. Wife, wait a second, I need to use the bathroom. I walked into the bathroom and took out the rewards. The flawless skin essence and the powerful body elixir. System, is there any buffer time? Are there any side effects if I drink them together? I asked. Host, rest assured. The rewards provided by the system are all natural and completely harmless. They will not cause any damage to the host's body. With this system's reassurance, I felt at ease. I drank both bottles. The next second, I could feel my skin transforming, becoming smooth, delicate, and elastic. My muscles began to grow, and my single ab became a full 8-pack. Along with the change, my weight also increased to 140 pounds. Most importantly, I could distinctly feel that my entire body was now full of power. I'd have to personally test out just how much power later on. Little guy, are you done yet? Don't worry, I won't laugh at you. Liu Rui's voice called from outside. A faint smile appeared on my face when I heard her. Laugh at me? Now I'm going to show you what a true little tiger is like. I walked out. The moment she saw me, Liu Rui clearly froze for a second. She couldn't put her finger on it, but she felt I was different from just a moment ago. My dear wife, let me serve you well now. The long lesson left both of us exhausted. Liu Rui buried her head under the covers and ignored me. This action showed me that she was ready to surrender. Just as I was laughing to myself, the phone suddenly rang. I looked down and froze. What's wrong, little guy? Why aren't you answering the phone? Liu Rui turned her head to look at me, her face full of questions. I wore an awkward expression, but after thinking it over, I answered the call. A woman's voice immediately came through. Well, Jiang Cheng, you're getting bolder and bolder. You don't even answer your big sister's calls anymore. When I was little, my sister lived abroad with my parents until she came back when I was in high school. Although I wasn't very close to her, the authority of her bloodline was undeniable. Sis, no, I was just busy. My sister clearly didn't believe me. Something's not right. You're not wearing any clothes, and the room is so dim. Be honest, were you just doing some traditional handwork? At her words, Liu Ruyi, sitting next to me, looked at me with curiosity, her expression seeming to ask, is that what you normally like to do? I quickly shook my head, denying it. Don't lie. Is someone with you? Oh, Jiang Cheng, you're so young. Are you already getting into bad habits? I wanted to cry. My sister was interrogating me like a criminal. I'll have you know I'm the captain of the Cooley Criminal Investigation Team. Don't try to pull anything on me. At that moment, Liu Rui took the phone from me with a smile. Xiao Li, don't scare my little guy. Upon seeing Liu Rui, my sister Jiang Li looked pleasantly surprised. Oh my, it's Sister Rui. Of course it's you. You really managed to take down my little brother so easily. You're amazing, Sister Rui. I saw your post and thought, this guy looks just like my little brother. My brother is a truly blessed man to have found a wonderful woman like you. Seeing these two, who are normally so cool and detached, chatting so happily, I was completely confused. Sister, when did you get to know Liu Rui? I have no idea about any of this. At that moment, I felt like I had fallen into a trap. By the way, do our parents know about this? Jiang Li asked with a laugh. Liu Rui shook her head. I haven't had a chance to tell them yet. Then I'll tell them for you, Sister Rui. Starting today, you are officially our Jiang family's daughter-in-law. Mom and Dad will be so happy when they find out. Oh, and one more thing. My sister-in-law. If my brother ever bullies you, you let me know. I will not let him get away with it. Hearing my sister's words, Liu Rui was overjoyed. Wait a minute, something's not right. Jiang Li suddenly said, a mischievous grin on her face. Were you two just up to no good? Liu Rui was taken aback. But on second thought, we were both still sweating, making it hard to not assume we had just done something. She quickly recovered and laughed at me. Xiao Li, your brother is very... After chatting for who knows how long, Liu Rui finally hung up, still wanting to talk more. Why do you look so unhappy, little guy? Liu Rui turned to me with a smile. Why? Why is it that I don't know about so many things? It's like you've been keeping things from me all this time. I was completely helpless. I felt like a puppet on a string. There are many things you can't understand, but everyone is doing this for your own good, aren't they? Liu Rui said. Then, still energized, she came over and pushed me onto the bed. And so, the third battle began, lasting until late into the night. When it was finally over, we were both utterly exhausted. Just then, the familiar voice echoed in my mind. Ding! Detected that the host's family is very satisfied with your wife, increasing the intimacy between the two of you, issuing a hidden reward. Reward 1, master-level massage techniques. Reward 2, an increase in your shares of the Gaofeng Group. Reward 3, A, Soft Rice King, fund of 5 million yuan. What are master-level massage techniques? I closed my eyes, and a vast number of massage techniques instantly appeared in my mind. It was meant to turn me into a massage master. This way, when my wife came back from work tired, I could give her a relaxing massage. The system was surprisingly thoughtful. But what I was most curious about were the shares in the Gaofeng Group. I'd never heard of this company. I took out my phone and searched online. It turned out that Gaofeng Group was a partnership with more than 30 shareholders. Each person's stake wasn't very large, with the smallest being only 1%. But even that 1% brought in incredible power and wealth. My stake in the Gaofeng Group was 30%, making me the second largest shareholder. I clicked my tongue, my face filled with disbelief. Just as I was looking up information on the group, Lu Rui's phone rang. Still sleepy, she answered the call and let out a helpless sigh. Okay, send me the files. She then took out her laptop, plugged it in, and started working. Looking at her, I understood that no one's success is achieved in a single day, except for me, of course. While she worked, I went to the kitchen. Since my parents were rarely around when I was a child, I learned to cook at a young age. Even in college, I would often take part-time jobs at restaurants just to ease my loneliness. Time passed quickly, and Lu Ruyi finished her work. Her face showed signs of fatigue, and her neck was a little sore. My dear wife, are you done with work? I asked, walking over to her. Yes, little guy. What have you been up to? You'll see in a minute, I said with a smile. My wife, lie on your stomach, and I'll give you a massage. It's fine. This is an old problem for me. It can't be fixed, she said helplessly. Aya, just listen to me. Lie down, and your little guy will give you a massage. In the end, she couldn't refuse me and obediently lay on the bed. She didn't really care about my massage skills, as she'd had massages from expert masseuses before. My desire to do this was enough to move her. I gently placed my hands on her neck and began to massage slowly. At first, Liu didn't feel much, but as I sped up the rhythm, she felt as if the chains restricting her neck had finally been broken. At that moment, a feeling of pure relief spread through her body, and she couldn't help but let out a soft sigh. This sigh made me... well, let's just say it reminded me that I needed to train more and restock my ammunition. Luckily, Liu didn't notice anything. She just closed her eyes and quietly enjoyed it. I don't know how long passed, but she fell asleep under my massage. The sky outside slowly darkened. When she woke up, she rubbed her eyes, drawn out of the room by a fragrant smell. She walked out and saw a table full of mouth-watering dishes. Little guy, you made all these? She asked, her eyes wide with shock. I can't believe you have such good cooking skills. Of course, come on, try it and see how it tastes, I said with a smile, serving her a large bowl of rice. For someone used to delicacies, this home-cooked meal was especially delicious, and all the dishes were her favorites. Noticing her curiosity, I chuckled. I called my sister earlier and asked her what she liked to eat. This gesture genuinely touched Liu Rui's heart. This is so delicious, little guy. How are you so amazing? Practice makes perfect. I have many glowing qualities, I replied with a laugh, thinking to myself that the only reason I was so capable was because my mom never took care of me. After dinner, Liu Rui rested on the sofa, watching her husband busy himself in the kitchen. She couldn't be happier. Before, she might have been with me because of that feeling from our first meeting, but now she knew she had truly found a treasure. Husband, she said as I approached her. I got down on one knee in front of her. I don't think I've ever proposed to you properly. Other girls get a proposal, and you deserve one too. I then took a ring out of my pocket and looked at her with deep affection. Liu Ruyi sat there stunned, her eyes welling up with tears. She had never imagined she would be treated with such tenderness. She knew I was a good person, but she never thought I would be this good. Other girls get a proposal, and you deserve one too. In my heart, she was still just a girl. The ring wasn't expensive, but it had a special meaning. The day I met you, I used all my pocket money to buy this ring. I always thought that if I ever saw you again, I would give this ring to you. I love you, my wife. Thank you for appearing in my life and making my ordinary world so colorful. I believe our future will only get better. I love you. At that moment, Liu Rui could no longer hold back her tears. She had been proposed to before, even in public squares. They had made grand promises and spoken of eternal love, but she had grown tired of it. But when she heard my simple words, she was touched all over again. She could no longer hold back her emotions and threw herself into my arms, sobbing. After a while, her sobs softened. She lightly hit my chest and said shyly, You big jerk, you made me cry so much. I hate you. A happy smile spread across my face. It's okay, my wife, don't cry, or I'll feel bad. I wiped away her tears and held her tightly in my arms. The next morning I woke up and looked at Liu Ruyi sleeping soundly beside me, a happy smile on my face. I didn't remember what had happened last night. I only knew we had both eventually fallen asleep from exhaustion. I walked into the bathroom and looked at my muscular self in the mirror, a faint smile on my face. I couldn't believe how powerful the body-enhancing potion was. Just as I walked out, Liu Ruyi woke up. She grabbed her phone and made a call. A girl's voice quickly came through. Mom, why are you calling me so early today? It was the campus belle, Liu Ruyan. I realized that outside, she was a cold and distant campus queen, but in front of her mom, she was a sweet little kitten. Ruyan, your mom misses you. Is it so bad for me to want to hear your voice? Liu Ruyan chuckled. Of course not. But Mom, I have an internship next semester. Can I come to your place? Of course. You can even bring some of your friends. That's great. Thank you, Mom. Liu Ruyan was so excited, she almost jumped. By the way, Mom, was there something you wanted to tell me? Well, Ruyan, there is something I want to talk to you about. Liu Ruyi was carefully considering the right time to tell her daughter the news. She didn't know how Liu Ruyan would react, or if she would approve. Mom, just tell me. There's nothing we can't talk about. After a moment of silence, Liu Ruyi said seriously, Ruyan, I want to tell you that I'm married. I've found a man I can entrust my life to. Liu Ruyan was silent for a few seconds before she burst out with excitement. Mom, is it true? That's great. You finally found someone you can spend your life with. You silly child. You scared me half to death. Liu Ruyi said playfully, but she was happy inside. Mom, how did you meet? How long have you been together? Have I met him before? Who is he? Liu Ruyan fired off a string of questions, making Liu Ruyi's face show a look of helplessness. We met and got our license on the same day. As for when we first met, it was over a decade ago. Liu Ruyan was shocked. What? You had a flash marriage, Mom? How are you acting like you're still a young person? But if it was over a decade ago, was he your classmate? Ruyan, this is what I was most worried about, Liu Ruyi said, still unsure of how to tell her daughter. Your mother's husband is 12 years younger than me. The other end of the phone fell silent. After a long pause, a shriek came through. 12 years younger? Mom, your husband is only 2 years older than me. You have to be kidding me. I'm not. That's why I had to tell you. At the university dorm in Donghai, Liu Ruyan sat on her bed with a worried expression. Mom, has someone scammed you? There are so many young men who just want money in a woman's body. Liu Ruyi was surprised that her daughter's main concern wasn't the age difference, but the fear of her being scammed. Don't worry, your mother won't be scammed. I'm a very good judge of character. No, I can't let Mom deal with this alone. I have to go check on him. Liu Ruyan immediately said, I still have some classes to finish. Once I'm done, I'll come back and meet him. I have to vet him for you, right? Hearing Liu Ruyan's words, Liu Ruyi's face filled with relief. Okay, hurry up and come back. Your mom misses you. Be sure to let me know when you're on your way. After hanging up, Liu Ruyan sat on her bed, unable to calm down. Ruyan, what's wrong? Were you on the phone with your aunt? A girl peeked through the curtain, her face full of curiosity. My mom got married. She found a husband. The girl's face lit up. Isn't that great? I can't believe your aunt found someone to rely on. That's wonderful. It turned out that Liu Ruyan's roommates had all met Liu Ruyi. They held nothing but respect for Liu Ruyi, seeing her as a role model. But the guy is only 2 years older than me, Liu Ruyan said. So what? Her friend countered. It's normal for a guy to be 2 years older than a girl. Don't worry about it. He's 2 years older than me, Liu Ruyan interrupted. The entire dorm room fell silent. After a long pause, one of the girls laughed awkwardly. Well, 2 years older isn't that hard to understand. Auntie is so beautiful and doesn't look old at all. She's just like us, like a peer. It's perfectly normal for her to find a younger guy who likes her. A bitter expression appeared on Liu Ruyan's face. But I just can't bring myself to call someone only 2 years older than me, Dad. What's the big deal? The friend rolled her eyes at Liu Ruyan. Some men marry women who are younger than their own sons, and they're fine with it. Besides, you two are close in age, so you'll probably have a lot in common. Hearing this, Liu Ruyan started to think it wasn't so bad after all. Seeing the change in her expression, her friend continued, Don't worry, your aunt isn't someone who acts on impulse. Don't you know your own mom? After her roommate's persuasion, Liu Ruyan finally came to terms with it. But once I'm done with my classes, I'm still going home to see for myself. I want to see what kind of man has managed to win my mom's heart. Meanwhile, back at the villa, Liu Ruyi hung up the phone with a smile. She had been mentally prepared for Liu Ruyan's reaction. I walked into the room. "My dear wife, come and eat." Seeing the table full of beautiful breakfast dishes, Liu Ruyi's face filled with joy. "You made all this? My little guy is so amazing." I grinned and handed her a pair of chopsticks. "Hurry up and try it. If you like it, I'll make it for you every day." Eating the meal prepared by the person she loved, Liu Ruyi's face was full of happiness. Just then, a voice rang out in my head. Detected that the host's partner's affection for the host is rising. Triggering hidden rewards. Host has gained superb combat skills, and body stats have reached human limits. I could distinctly feel the changes in my body. Not only my strength, but my speed, reflexes, observation skills, even my taste and sense of smell had been enhanced. "Little guy, what are you thinking about?" Liu Ruyi asked, seeing me in a daze. Nothing. I was just in a bit of a trance." She smiled playfully. "Oh, my little guy is lost in thought. How about I give you a gift?" "A gift? What kind of gift?" My face was filled with curiosity. "Remember what I said I'd give you after we got married?" I thought for a moment. "A 500,000 yuan monthly allowance, a villa, and a car." "Exactly! So now I'm going to take you to buy a car." She led me to a luxurious car dealership, where every car cost at least 1,000,000 yuan. A woman in a creamy white suit walked over to us. "Well, if it isn't the beautiful Liu, what brings you to my place today?" Liu Ruyi smiled. "I brought my little guy to pick out a gift. It's a wedding present from me to him," she said, looking at me with affection. The woman, Han Qingshul, looked at me and grinned. Well, you finally decided to settle down and found a younger guy. I have to say, younger guys are better. They're handsome and in great shape. If it were me, I'd choose a younger guy too. How is he? Is he good? Why don't you lend him to me for a bit?" Hearing her inappropriate comments, Liu Ruyi rolled her eyes. "Sorry, but I can't lend him to you for a while. We're already married." She then showed off our marriage certificate. Han Qingsu's face filled with shock. She grabbed the certificate from Liu Ruyi. "I heard a rumor yesterday that you got married, but I didn't believe it. I was going to ask you today. I can't believe you were so fast." "Little guy, I'm a good friend of Ruyi's. You can call me Han Qingshui." "Nice to meet you, Sister Qingshu," I said with a slight smile. Han Qingshu's heart fluttered. She had met many men, and just as many men had pursued her as had pursued Liu Ruyi. But she swore I was the handsomest and most charismatic man she had ever seen. Plus, I was only in my 20s. It was incredible. Noticing that Han Qingshu's eyes were fixed on me, Liu Ruyi said, a hint of jealousy in her voice. Hey, are your eyes being a little naughty?" "What's wrong?" Han Qingshu said, rolling her eyes at Liu Ruyi. "Can't I even look at your little guy? HMPH, you're so petty." Liu Ruyi held my hand, our fingers interlocked. "My little guy is mine forever, and no one can take him away." Han Qingshu gasped and looked at Liu Ruyi with a speechless expression. "So, why are you here? You're not just here to show off, are you?" "I'm here to buy a car for my little guy. Let's see which one he likes." Liu Ruyi then turned to me. "Little guy, which one do you like? Or what kind of style are you looking for?" At this point, I was captivated by the large number of cars in front of me. Seeing my indecisiveness, Han Qingshui led us to a sports car. "This is the latest limited edition Ferrari. It's the only one I have here." I looked at the Ferrari, my face filled with amazement. I reached out and touched it. The feel of it was worthy of a top-tier sports car. "This car costs 8,000,000 yuan. I'll give you a discount and sell it to you for 7.9 million, just for Rui's sake." "A 100,000 yuan discount? Do you think I'm short on 100,000 yuan?" Liu Ruyi rolled her eyes at Han Qingshu, then looked at me. "Do you like this one?" "I do, but I want to see the next one. I might find one I like even more." Han Qingshu then took me to another sports car. "A Bugatti, 9,000,000 yuan. It's the same model as the one the Prince of Dubai owns. What do you think?" "It's not bad. Let's see the next one." I ended up looking at more than a dozen cars. "So, my cars are all beautiful, right?" Han Qingshu said proudly, showing off. I nodded and said seriously, "They are beautiful, but they're not the most beautiful." "Oh. Have you seen one that's even more beautiful?" Han Qingshu looked at me curiously. I took Liu Rui's hand and looked at her with affection. The most beautiful thing in the world is my wife. Han Qingshu's mind instantly conjured up an image of an emoji that said, "Kill them all." Liu Rui, standing next to me, blushed. Although she was at her age, she still got shy from such a compliment. Quote, "You two, please stop showing off your affection in front of me," Han Qingshu said, rolling her eyes. "So, out of all my cars, did you find one you liked?" "That's a tricky question," I said, scratching my head awkwardly. "It's not that I didn't like any of them. They're all great. But I just don't know which one to choose." Liu Rui then said quietly, "In that case, I'll take all of the best cars you have." This left Han Qingsue completely speechless. She looked at Liu Wuyi, confused. "Big sister, do you have any idea how much my best sports cars cost? The top-tier ones add up to 300 million yuan. Are you crazy?" Han Qingchu's words made everyone in the dealership look at us. 300 million yuan. For an ordinary person, it was enough to change their entire life.